Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another vlog. So there's a couple of things that needs to happen today. One, there are two potential properties that we can look at. One is a field. I think it's this green one right here. Just over the last bale. And one's over there somewhere. So this is a field. The other one is not a field. It's an enclosed, fully walled property. There's no buildings inside, but we could maybe... I have a couple of ideas for business startups, ideas that we could maybe pursue, so worth maybe looking at that. So I'm thinking, there's also the other thing is there's also a trailer that we need to go look at that we potentially want to purchase, which is in an industrial estate, part of the industrial, or is owned by the industrial estate, I guess, but I don't know which one to take, with the tractor or the truck. I'm thinking, let's take the truck, just in case. I feel like it should be able to pull it. But just in case we don't actually want it, then we can, you know, it's not that much of a hassle. Because the tractor is a little bit more difficult to drive, it's just not as great. It's not as fuel efficient as the truck, etc, etc. Right, no train coming? Nope. Cool, we're good. Right, so I mean, I say if we take it. Whoa, dude, whoa. Indicator. Anyway, I didn't see an indicator. But even if it did indicate, he should wait for us. Jeez, the guys in this town, the people in this town drive ridiculously. Anyway, it's past. I think it's straight past Ryan's farm. And then bottom left, from what I can remember. So, should remember to not go over 50 miles an hour. Because I don't want more fines. One fine's enough in this town, thank you very much. Okay, so I say if we take it. Historically speaking, we probably will take it. But, yeah, we never know. Oh, crap, we're going too fast. It's a downhill. Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna have a look at this. We're not gonna sell the bales yet. I think they are fully fermented, but we're not gonna sell them yet because it's not the best time to sell them right now. I think January, February-ish is the best time. Having spoken to some people and looked online and all that good stuff. So, can we go in here? They know I'm coming. So, they said I just need to keep driving straight. Ooh, that's nice. And I'll see it on my right side, so don't hit the cones. Just keep going straight as if to go through. I should see it on the right. Nope. Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna go in there, I guess. I'll park in front of it. Just so if we do take it, at least I'm already in position. This is gonna be a bit of a problem reversing this thing out. Right, I don't know if we can actually hook this on with this. I feel like we should be able to. Maybe we can't. Nope. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll have a look at it. Ooh. That's dirt. Some paint missing. Actually, quite a lot of paint missing. It's obviously been used quite a lot. Pretty dirty. And I'm assuming they used this to move tractors to and fro from, you know, from here, I guess, to other areas. I have no idea where... That looks like an office building. We'll go in here. Is that an office building? Yeah, okay. So, I'll go check in here. Yeah, here's the door. I'll go check in here and I'll speak to you guys in a sec. Alright, so we got it for $5,200. They wanted $6,000 for it, but I said there's a little bit of surface rust that I'm not happy with. So, if they can drop down $800, I'll take it. So, yeah. 5,200. We now need to go get the tractor, which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. It's just the way it is. Can I turn around here? I think I should be able to have enough space to at least... Ooh. Thank goodness for good brakes. Yep, that's good. And straight ahead. Righto. Can we go out the same one? Probably not. I mean, this guy should open for us, right? Are you gonna open for us, dude? Yep, thank you. Alright, so quickly go grab the tractor again. Should have come with the tractor, really. But oh well, lesson learned. Now we know we can't take that with the... That's also a flatbed, which is really good for when we want to move the roller, for example, etc. So if we purchase another field and we have to move equipment to that other field to work on that other field, I mean, just the roller pretty much, that at least allows us to do that now, which is quite important. The only problem is the fact that we can't... Well, we can pull it on with a tractor. I wouldn't want to drive onto the back of that unless it is mounted into something, hooked up to the tractor, for example, because otherwise that might tip up. Although that's not the end of the world, although it would put a lot of pressure on that rear axle. The train's coming, but we've got enough time. Alright, so quickly grab the tractor, or the tractor. Right. I at least closed the door today. Alright, so we still have enough fuel. I do need to send the tractor in again to get actually fixed proper at some point. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. The train's obviously just gone past, so we should be okay. Oh man, the problem with having 132,000 in your bank is the fact that you just want to spend that. Like, I really want a nice, strong tractor. But I don't feel like it's worth it right now. I'll have a look if we, you know, when we get to a point where we need to mow cut the grass again, to maybe, I don't know, maybe buy a rear mower and, you know, and then upgrade the tractor to be able to do that, to use the mower on the front. Jeez, I mean, this tractor, whoa dude, come on. People in this town, open your eyes. Yeah, because this tractor is struggling. I mean, that went really slow up that hill, but that's okay. I'm fine working slow and traveling slow. It doesn't really bother me that much, but when it limits capabilities, as in like putting the mower on the front, for example, we do need to get a front loader for this. So that's going to be the next thing we do, because we need to load the bales onto the trailer. Don't necessarily need to do that right now, but that does need to be done. And then, what else? I'm trying to think here. Oh, we have to go look at the field and at the other property. So business-wise, what I'm kind of thinking is have a chat with Nick. Since he's doing this kind of repair thing part-time, maybe me and him can go in together and work together on, you know, I don't know, maybe like a business idea like that. Or that, I'm assuming he was behind me, but I don't want to, I don't know, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't buy a piece of property just to go into business with someone else. You know what I mean? Like, that's a bit of a risk, I think. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm gonna spitball and think about all my ideas, and then eventually when I get concrete plans and, you know, at least know that something could potentially make some money, then I'll talk to you guys and mention it. Otherwise I might just sound indecisive and annoying. Right, so can I make this? Yep, just about. It's not as hard as I thought, to be honest. I'm just trying to go slow. I don't know. Yeah, we'll be able to make this turn. Alright, we now have a trailer, guys. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay, cool. That was actually a lot easier to reverse out there than I anticipated. If I'm honest, I was dreading it a little bit. And he should open for us. How much does this all weigh? 5,906-ish kilograms. That's insane. 5 tons. Nearly 6 tons. I mean, I quite like this tractor. It's a nice tractor. It's a lot better than the one we had in Goldcrest Valley. But, I mean, it's covered, right? So when it's raining, we're warm. It doesn't have aircon, but it does have, like, air, like, I don't know, cabin air control or whatever you call it. So it's got, like, a heater and it's got, like, wind, but it's not an aircon. It's fine, like, we don't need an aircon. I just open the windows and it's really, if I really need to. But it's more the front attacher for, ooh, wow, this tractor's struggling with this trailer. I don't think, I mean, this trailer's empty, bear in mind. It might be worth changing, to be honest, because this tractor is really struggling with just the trailer. Imagine having bales on here. Yeah, we might have to look at upgrading our tractor. There is this Steyr, whatever, that Ryan's got. I don't know if he wants to sell that, but we could have a look, maybe have a chat with him, see if he's willing to do some form of trade. I mean, obviously, if we sell this one, it won't just be a pure sell, or if we buy a new tractor, it won't just be a pure buy the new tractor. It would be a trade-in of some sort, or sell this one and then buy the other one. So yeah, it wouldn't be an all-out cost just to buy a new tractor. We still need a front loader anyway, and we'll grab that at some point. Or buy that at some point. We'll buy that new because it's very it's not expensive, and like it's quite important to have a working thing. I don't want one that keeps, you know, jamming and causing problems. Especially when we're racing for time trying to get stuff loaded onto the trailers, etc. And it's raining and all that good stuff. So, wow, this tractor is really struggling with this trailer. Come on, let's go. Right, so I'm actually going to go put this on that side of the greenhouse. We do actually also need to load this up at some point. For now, I'm just going to park it under here. This'll do. I might actually keep it attached, to be honest, for now. That should be fine. It gives us a little bit more space. Oop, I want to try to climb a tree. Gives us a little bit more space over at the other side. And yeah, that is where, if we do add another shed, this is pretty much where it's going to go. So what I'm thinking would be cool is if we do buy another piece of property, and it's not just a field, like we'll go have a look now. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's definitely that one. If we do buy another piece of field, or another field, now we can actually reverse into the lot, whatever you call it. Yeah, so I believe it's this one, which is a nice field. It's pretty big. We'll have a walk around. I could have walked here, to be honest, but we are going to go drive to the other piece of property as well. Right, so it's actually quite big. Yeah, it's pretty big, which is good. I don't know how much of this is actually part of the property. I can look. They did send me an email with an outline of everything. I don't think this is all part of the property. Would be cool, but I don't think so. So that is the field. And I mean, we'll have 2 fairly large fields then, which could be good. I won't buy it now. The thing is, if you buy the field If we buy a field from anyone, we inherit the crop. And we don't have the implements to harvest canola. So we'll have to wait till this is done, till this is harvested before we can buy this anyway. Otherwise, we'll have to just plow over it and lose it all. And I feel like it's a waste. So that's a good option. The field is a good option. It's a nice big field. I would like some more arable land that we can actually farm on. But we'll have to wait, unfortunately. And I think it's right at the edge of town. On this side road out here. And we'll see it. It's got like a grey wall. I've seen it. They sent a picture. Got the grey wall and 2 yellow gates. If I'm not mistaken. So there's a grey wall in front of us. And there's nothing inside. It's literally just an empty lot. A walled lot. Yeah, this is it. It's not quite grey. It looked grey on the photos, but okay, so this is definitely it. They did say it's unlocked, so we can go inside. Not that I think that would make much of a difference, to be honest. So, I mean, it's actually quite big. It's actually a lot bigger than I anticipated. Wow, this is quite big. This could even be a field, but unfortunately we're not allowed to have fields within town. So, even if you could, which you probably couldn't, there'd be loads of like pipes and stuff underneath because of the buildings and... But even if you could, this wouldn't be legal anyway. So, I mean, you could use this. There's quite a lot you can do with this. I quite like this. I am kind of leaning towards... This is the cheaper one of the two. I think it's about a third of the price of the field. You would have to do a lot to this. As in, you would have to do a lot of landscaping. Probably would be able to cut all the grass, use the grass. And... I don't know, maybe start a storage facility. Kind of spitballing there. Storage facility, maybe do... I don't know. A warehouse. So as in storage, I mean like personal storage, like loads of tiny garages or something like that. I think that's a good idea. You could build quite a lot. It would cost quite a lot to build some garages in here, but you can start small. You know, you can start with a couple, rent them out. They will then pay for the rest, etc., etc. So I reckon that's... sorry. I reckon that's maybe a good idea, but there's a lot of stuff we can do there. There is also another property. They didn't actually tell me much about this. I kind of skimmed over it, so I'm not 100% sure where it is. I think it's right across from the baseball stadium, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe next to this. Well, I think it's this where the trees are, yeah. Yeah, this is it. I'm fairly certain. Actually, we'll park this side. Oh, there's a little bit of a... This field's obviously not been used. It's a bit of a waste. Oh, I think this... Yeah, this is the other one. It's smaller than the other one. And it's got loads of trees. You could cut the trees down. Unless they're listed. I'm not sure if they're listed. But I mean, you're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trees here, which you could maybe use for something. I don't know, sell it. And then the other option is maybe looking at like one of the outskirts of town, see if there's somewhere, a piece of land that we can maybe start a logging company with. There's so many things we can do. It's ridiculous. I want to try and find something that keeps me busy over winter. Because, I mean, to be honest, from now, unless we have multiple fields and do contracts all the time, from now onwards, maybe not right now, but in the next month-ish, till, geez, like May next year, there won't be a lot to do. So, I kind of feel like doing something, some form of business would be a good idea. Anyway, right, so I think that's it, pretty much what I had to do today. Let's go drive past that field again. I think it's down here. Yep. No, it's not down here. It's... Oh yeah, it's Nick. Oh, never mind. It is down here. It's just we're on the opposite side of it. Alright. I wanted to press the hooter, but I was too slow. Yeah, so this is it. It's right on the edge of town. It's pretty big field. Yeah. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think I should do. I won't make the decision right now. I'm pretty chilled out, to be honest. There's other things, other priorities, other things we need to spend money on first. Like, for example, a shed of some sort. Now, obviously, if we do buy the walled place, the walled land, we'll call that land A. Or just land. Property. I don't know. If we do buy that, we could put a shed in there, and then all of this stuff that's over here could be moved there, which means this can be, I don't know, like instead of implements like the baler and stuff like that, could be storage for seeds, etc., or maybe even bales, so we could put the bales in there, something like that. I don't know, we're not really... There's no real point in storing the bales anywhere else, rather apart from here. The grass is still growing. I just make sure I push them a little bit, like roll them every now and then, so that the grass doesn't actually not grow where it's standing. And then maybe we could just put a shed load of greenhouses here. That could be the other thing. Could maybe do 3 greenhouses over here. I reckon we could fit them in there, and then do 1 lettuce, 1 tomatoes, 1 strawberry, so we can constantly sell. I reckon that's also a good idea. There's so many things we can do. That's it's very exciting. Now that we actually have money, we can do stuff, but we need to be smart about it. I don't want to make stupid mistakes and, you know, just waste money and you know, be back at where we were a year ago. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this vlog. I know not a lot happened, but there is a lot coming, I think. There's a lot of really exciting stuff to look forward to. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, field or property. I don't think that other property with the trees on is worth it. It's too small. I think, if I remember correctly, it's like, I don't know, like 46k, which, excuse me, which I don't think it's worth it. I think it's way too expensive for the size, where the other walled one, I think, is 20-something K. I think 28 or something. And that one's 116,000, if I'm not mistaken. So that's quite expensive. That will really dwindle our funds. And as it is right now, with the canola, which it would have the canola... When do they harvest canola? Might be actually this month, or next month maybe. Might be September. Which means... if it's September, then we can maybe look at buying it. So we should try and look at some more contracts between now and then. Because we're not going to sell the bales. We might sell the lettuce. Actually, that might be a good idea. Actually, you know what? I'm going to grab the tractor. I'm going to get these pallets loaded on. And have a look at the price and see whether it's worth doing that right now. So yeah, I might get doing that, but that is going to be the end of this vlog, guys. I'm not going to time lapse that because it's literally going to be me in first person view, or the drone just sat still watching me. It's going to be pretty boring, so I'm not going to time lapse that at all, show you that. It'll just be me loading it up. So it's been an entire month since the last vlog. A lot is going on today, to be honest. It's been a bit quiet. There's not been a lot to do. I've just been twiddling thumbs for most of it, and trying to find implements and thinking about fields and properties and all that good stuff. And I think I've made a decision. So this morning, when I came here to, well, I loaded all of the pallets on, which was a mission. I had to unpack everything off of the pallets, then put the pallets on separately, and then repack everything onto the pallets separately, which is one of the problems. The other problem is this tractor is having a really bad time pulling this trailer. Even just up, I made a little bit of a turn, came up here, and it was really struggling to get up just this little curve here, which isn't even an uphill. So we need to get rid of the tractor. Now, that brings us on to number 3, or number 2. Yeah, so number 1 is we need a tractor with a front loader. Number 2 is the tractor is not strong enough. And number 3, David was able to find us a tractor, an affordable tractor. Well, he says it's affordable. He says it's a really good deal. It's a bit of a used tractor, but they took really good care of it. It's a couple of paint missing, and it's only on the stuff that actually works. So like the axles and stuff, not actually off the body. So that is good. There's no surface rust whatsoever. So we're going to go have a look at that. And then I'm going to try and explain to you guys what my plan is with the properties and this tractor. So, I'm quite excited. I don't really know if it's going to work, but I feel like it's worth a shot. So, first, let's jump into the truck. I just need to make sure I did everything, turn everything off. Let's jump into the truck and go to the dealership. They have the tractor out front for us. I'm pretty much guaranteed to take it if history serves. So we're gonna go have a look at it, and we're gonna ask David what they want for it, but I feel like we're probably gonna take it. He's never been wrong so far, as in by telling us it's a good deal. Ooh, wow. Etc, etc, and I trust him. He says it's a great deal, tractor looks good, so I said yeah, put it outside. I'll come have a look at it, and I'll probably take it. So, whoa. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. It's probably not going to be our usual price range. It's probably going to be more than a couple of grand, you know, so, oh, wow. Wow, that is nice. That is a nice looking tractor. I am so excited right now. Oh, wow. Get me out of this truck. Wow. It's a Landini. This is yeah, you can see like the working parts, like the fender, the attachments at the front, the stairs. A little bit of paint missing on the light over there. Yeah, a little bit of paint missing on the light over there. Barely any paint missing off of the bodyworks. Looks really, really good, doesn't it? Wow, that is really good condition. I'm gonna jump in. Oh, wow. They did really look after this really well. You can see a couple of specks on the inside, but yeah, I mean, they looked after this thing really well. Wow, what a beautiful tractor. All right, let me jump out. Let me go have a chat to David, see what they actually want for it, see if I can maybe, if I need to, argue them down a little bit. I told him our budget is 40k, and he said it's within that, so yeah. Very, very excited now. Hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll see. We'll have a chat. All right, I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, $34,000. It's a lot. It's a lot of money, but it is a very good tractor. I think he said it's 210 horsepower, which is pretty damn strong. We won't need to replace this tractor for a long time. This is definitely going to keep us functioning really well for quite a while. And I argued them down by $1,000. I basically just said the one rear light is damaged. I might have to replace that. So they said, you know what, it's fine. Take the $1,000 off. So very happy with that. That is amazing. Let's get in this thing. I need to... Ooh, actually, the trailer's full. Right. First things first. Let's take this back to the farm. Oh, wow. Look at all this. This is so cool. I'm so excited. Oh, man. Oh, and that pulls off immediately. It's so nice. Wow, guys. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. This is so good. Right, let's get back to the farm. And then probably go sell the lettuce. See how that does for us. And then I want to talk to you guys about the property. The property is very exciting. I'm very excited about the property. It's a big step. It's essentially starting our own business. But yeah, let me not spoil it right now. I wanna get everything done, and then I'll explain to you guys everything. So I'm gonna quickly swap the 2 tractors around, hook up to the trailer and all that. Wow, that's smooth. Oh wow, that's so good. Hook up the new tractor to the trailer and get that all going. We also need to mow the lawn here, or cut the grass, start the next harvest. So things are moving along really, really well. All right, let me quickly change these to a run. I'll be with you guys in a sec. Alrighty, we are off. Okay, so farmer's market is where we sell. Wow, this pulls so easy. Alright, cool. Let's go. And wide turn. Now, the one problem with this trailer is there aren't any straps. There's no place to tie the straps up. So we're gonna have to be not careful necessarily, but smooth driving, you know, not as aggressive as I normally drive. Right, thank you, sir. And just make sure that all the pallets stay on top of the trailer. Right, I'm gonna go drive to the farmer's market and drop all of this off. There's a lot to do today, so I don't want to just keep talking on the vlog. It's gonna take away from the main content of today and the main things that need to happen today. So I'm gonna see you guys when I'm done paying all of, or selling all of this to the farmer's market. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, $10,330 from our lettuce for, what was that, 2 or 3 months worth? That's pretty good. I can't complain about that. I'm quite happy with that. So let's quickly go get the... Can we... Yeah, we can. Let's go get the truck quickly. Quickest way to get there is probably up here, to be honest. Yeah, let's go grab the truck, and then I'll explain everything regarding the property that we're gonna get and the business that we're hopefully starting, which makes sense. Again, I'm not gonna try and explain everything to you guys too much because it kind of gives it away and I want to keep it a surprise. So let's I'll see you guys when I'm back at the farm. Alright, all hooked up. Let's go. I'm slightly off center on that, but that's okay. By the way, the old tractor definitely would not have been able to get up that hill towards the farmer's market. Even this tractor slowed down a lot with all that lettuce on. And lettuce isn't the heaviest thing in the world. I mean, imagine that tractor pulling this thing, the trailer with the truck. I mean, it wouldn't have to, but imagine it pulling the trailer with the, I don't know, the rower, for example. The rower? No, the roller. That's the one. Feel a smooth. Oh, that's so much better. Right, we need to pull in here first. Nice wide turn. Try and keep away from that edge there. Good job. Right, for now I'm just gonna park here. Actually, I can pull forward like this. And then I can just drive this off. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna drive this off and then we're gonna go to the property. Alright, so all good to go. We're gonna go have a look. I'm gonna drive to the property, which we're gonna buy, which is not this one. Surprise, surprise. We don't have the money for that anymore, actually. And this is why, kind of why I decided to go for the other property, the walled property in town, because I have a business idea, which I really think is a good idea. I think it's really cool. I'm very excited about it. I think it'll give us a little bit something else to do. Obviously, we need to learn exactly where it is. Oh, sorry, sir. Keep going then. Is that a stop for me? I don't think it's a stop for me. Didn't see a stop sign. Anyway, this one here, look at that. That is going to be our property. Our entire property. Our own property. Yay. Alright, so my plan here, guys, is to purchase this property and then sell secondhand tractors and implements. Now, bear with me. I know it sounds crazy, but bear with me, right? So, firstly, it's a very big property. It's a big lot. So you can use this for multiple things. So we could have some storage at the end or something. So storage that you can have rent out, right? And we can have a workshop where, for example, Nick can maybe pay a rent and work out of the workshop and then, you know, run his business. And then we can have our little lot where we sell tractors, etc. And implements. I think this is a good idea because, one, we already have a tractor that we need to sell or get rid of, right? Two, we most likely will get rid of the roller, sorry, I keep saying that, the seeder eventually, etc., etc. As we make more money and get bigger fields, we will need bigger implements. And what better place to sell that than our own place? And what we can do, especially if we do a deal with Nick, we give him his workshop, he can use it for free, but he also maintains all of our stuff and fixes our tractors, etc., etc. for us. So he's kind of then a part-time employee for us. So that is my plan. I think it's a really, really good, exciting plan. Now, it's going to cost a little bit of money to get it all set up. We probably won't do any of the storage buildings yet because that will cost a lot of money to get running. But to start with, we will need a shed of some form, which also means we can store a lot of our stuff in here. A lot of our stuff on the farm we can actually store here, which is a good thing because we are running out of space over there. So we'll put up a shed. And then I'm thinking we'll probably do it this side. Because this is the higher side. I just feel like this will probably be better. And then, yeah. And then he's workshop in the corner there. What do you guys think? Now, I'm asking, but I am going to do this. I think this is the best option. It gives us a little bit more to do, especially over the winter. And we can, you know, stay busy, make money. I need to close the gate. And, yeah, I think it's a really cool idea. I'm very excited about it. So what I'm going to do now is call the estate agent and get all the paperwork and all that good stuff done. Get them to send everything to my house or to the house and organize all of that. And the next time you see me, or the next time I make a vlog, hopefully by that point, everything goes through. So the property isn't in anyone's name currently, so it won't... The transfer and all of that stuff will be really quick and easy, which is awesome. We won't have to worry too much about that. So that'll be a quick thing. It's literally just the paperwork and making sure the estate agents get the money and transfer the money to, well, to the bank, I guess. Or to the, I guess it's the estate agents that own them. I don't know. I don't really know. They said it's not owned by anyone, so I don't know how that works, to be honest. But that means it should happen pretty quick. So I'm going to get everything started. As soon as I get home, I'm going to jump into the house, call the estate agent, and get everything coming over. And no crap, we just ran a stop street. No police, at least. And get all that good stuff going. So, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think it's going to be so good. I love business. I've always been interested in business and intrigued by business, so I think this is a good idea. We left the indicator on the tractor on. Whoops. So let's just quickly turn that off. At least we didn't leave the tractor on, but that light will eventually run the tractor out. There we go. As you can see, it's a couple of days later. We have officially purchased and we own the other property, which is on the opposite side of town, which we're going to start doing a little bit of business stuff in, which I'm very excited. I have contacted also yesterday a contractor to go and level it out. They did come around yesterday, said we definitely need to level it out, which is going to cost a little bit more, but it needs to be done, and they're going to get going with that and start building a shed for us. So, oh, and I paid 7,700 for the front loader and the fork, which was brand new, unfortunately, as you can see, nice and shiny. And then I spent yesterday, between the times of phone calls and talking to contractors, etc., I spent putting all the bales onto the trailer, as you can see over there, which will get sold. I think about January is the best time. We do have a little bit more lettuce again to sell, so that will go as well at some point. I think we're going to wait a little bit longer and maybe sell once or twice a year. Obviously, leaving it out here is not ideal, so we should probably... It's going to be cold enough over the winter, and I'll put nets over it, but we should probably invest in some cold storage. Maybe here, actually. This might be a good idea for cold storage. Anyway, right, so what we need to do is we need to go have a look at Ryan's not lawnmower, the back part of that mower. So remember, we bought that from Ryan. I can't remember what we paid for it, but he said that he's willing to sell the other one as well. So we're gonna go have a look at that one. Dollars to donuts, we're probably gonna buy it, regardless of how much it costs, unless it costs $76,000, obviously. But we do need it. It will speed up the whole cutting of the grass process quite a lot, so we're definitely going to do that. So the whole process will take a lot faster, or will be a lot faster. The other benefit, obviously, also is in future contracts, we can actually use our own equipment, which means then we'll get paid a little bit more. Not a lot, but a little bit. There is another contract that they contacted me about that I am kind of considering doing. It's a seeding contract, which is a little bit different from what we've done before, which is cool. But I'm not sure if we'll find the time between today and tomorrow. It needs to be done between today and tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll see. Ryan explained to me where it is. He's actually not in town, but he said he's happy for me to go look at it. And if I want it, I can just hook it up and we can sort out payment via either direct transfer through the phones or whatever, or I can pay him in cash at some point when he's back in town. He's away with the family for the week, so fair enough. I didn't want to bother him too much, so I said, yeah, sure, that I'll go have a look at it, because I do need to get this done. We can do it with the small, or the front part mower. Said it's in, oh, there it is. Wow, that's massive. I'm actually gonna, why is the McCormick in there? Huh, okay. Maybe there's something wrong with it. Anyway, the McCormick's usually in there, remember? Right, so just gonna stop here for now and turn this off. Right, so let's have a look. I should have taken the front loader off. He obviously didn't clean this one as much as the other one. So the other one, obviously, he knew I was going to buy it. He knew I was coming around. With this one, he didn't know I was coming around, so he didn't have time to, which is fair enough. Like, it doesn't matter. It's looking fine. Like, all of the blades still seem to be intact. It's obviously dirty, and you can see a little bit of wear and tear, but not a lot, to be honest. It's actually really good condition, just like the other one. So, all right. So we're gonna hook it up. I don't know what he wants for it. Actually, you know what? Let me just quickly send him a message and ask him what he wants for it. All right. He wanted 13,000 for it. He must have been sat on the phone. He literally replied within seconds, and I just quickly paid him. So that was very quickly done. 13,000. It's okay, I guess. It's not that bad. It's not as bad as I expected it to be. And I mean, it looks good. So, yeah, and now we can cut our grass. Our second harvest. That is awesome. Can you believe it? Whoa, we need to wait. Actually, we have the other mower, so it's not the end of the world, but that was a bit dodgy. I actually kind of expected the front loader to not allow that to happen. But oh well, it is what it is. Maybe if we do this and maybe... Whoa, struggling up this hill. Maybe do this. I don't know if that's loud. I think it's probably illegal to have it facing just like that. Let's put it forward. That should be okay, right? We're not going to impale anyone by that, and I can still see the road and all that good stuff. And it's a little bit more forward of the tractor, not over the tractor. So, yeah, that should help. Good thing we got the new tractor, because the old tractor would definitely not have been able to go up that hill with the mower and the front loader. So that's pretty cool. Trying to think. There's a lot going on. It's literally one of the most stressful months I've had in... Whoa, dude. Whoa. Look what you're doing, mate. In a very long time. Not stressful necessarily, just really, really busy and a lot going on, and I need to keep my head on right, so I make sure I do everything correctly, and I actually do everything instead of just forgetting about things and then getting to the end of... you know, the day or month or whenever and realize, oh shit, I should have done this. But so far so good. I'm just gonna put the fork down right here. I think that is probably the best option. And then we're literally gonna go straight in. We need to get mowing. So I'm gonna literally get straight going straight away. I'm struggling to talk. Hook this up. And then I'll create a hedgerow first. This time. Alright, first actually I need to go grab the drone and get that going, get that set up, and then I will time-lapse everything. Right, so I'll see you guys in a bit, but for now sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Taught her how to shoot. And Daddy didn't play no games, wouldn't let her trade her name for a fake I do. Boy, you better know what you're getting into. This ain't no shotgun wedding that you're used to. The target is you. If you leave, I'm standing all alone at the altar. Daddy's daughter got a smell. Daddy bought her hidden in a garden, and she ain't afraid to use it.
Alright guys, so just parked the tractor here, just finished baling and all that good stuff. I'm gonna quickly count, see how much we actually got here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 bales. That's really, really good. I'm very happy with 18 bales. I do need to remember to actually fertilize this because previously I don't think we fertilized it. And obviously the yield is then a little bit less. So I need to remember to fertilize this every time so that our yield is a little bit higher. So I also got a call from the contractor who's currently working over there. Actually, they finished for the day. They leveled out part of it. But he did say that I do need to come swing by because there's a couple of things that we need to confirm, couple of things that needs to just be clarified. And where's this bale? Don't want to hit another bale. There it is. Not another. I just don't want to hit a bale before he carries on and they carry on with what needs to be done. So I'm gonna go over there quickly, have a quick chat with the contractor. And then show you guys around, actually. I'm very excited to see what they've done so far. And how far the building has come. Oh. Cool. So, yeah, very, very excited. 18 bales, rough calculation. It's going to be about, I want to say 30,000-ish. If we sell it at the highest price possible, which is $340 per 1,000 liters, each bale is 3,500 liters, so you're looking at 18, come on people, 18 times 3,000, 18 times 3.5, oh, screw it, times 340, so I think, rough calculations off the top of my head, that is about $30,000 to $35,000, which is really, really good. I'd be very happy if we can get $35,000 or $30,000 even. Oh, just cutting over there. Actually, we can pull in. We don't have to. Oh, got some stuff here as well. So they are going to build a shed. Oh, and he's still here. Cool. I thought I was gonna have to give him a call, but he is still here. So I'll quickly go check in, go knock on their office door. Clearly they're going to be here for a while, so there's quite a lot that needs to be done. So I'm going to quickly check, have a chat with him, and then I'll explain to you guys what's going to happen. Alright, so that was pretty interesting. He's going to finish up some admin, and then he's going to go home as well. So, right, so he's explained to me, essentially, the plan is, so the big problem so far is the fact that this is sloping a little bit too much. As you can see, they've leveled up to about half, but they don't know, or he doesn't know really what to do next. The problem is we're already at wall height over there, as you can see. So, if we keep going, we're eventually going to be over this wall, which then will risk landslide and then breaking through this wall, sliding into the road and fines and all that good stuff, which we do not want. So what he suggested is to dig this down to the level of this, and obviously slope it up so it can work. Have a road that comes through that gate and then all the way to the back here. Slope this a little bit more so you can actually drive down here and then out again, and then the rest will be fairly level. Then they will be building a kind of like a retainer wall, a foundational retainer wall. So under this part will be under it, or as in it'll be under this part, so it'll run down here, all pretty much along with the cabin, their office there, and this part you will be able to see the wall. So I think you will be able to see the wall anyway. That's from what he described to me. Then a shed, the shed which is broken down, some of it's already over here been delivered, will go pretty much from this corner over here. So about here, said fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, fourth pole, probably that wide, and it'll run to the wheelbarrow, he said. So over here, so pretty long shed. which will be used to store our implements that we're selling, or even our own implements, etc. And then this bit here and this bit where the cabin is will be parking. So there'll be a couple parking spaces there, a couple of parking spaces here. In the middle, between the slope and, or the high part and the low part, on either side will be a set, eventually, not quite yet, but there will eventually be a set of garages, so storage compartments that people can rent out. Pretty much the entire length up until about here, where the road will then go down, and then same this side. So that will be rentable. We'll be able to rent that out, which will be pretty good. Obviously, that's not going to happen just yet. That's going to be too expensive to start building that immediately. So that's probably over time. Then he suggested what we could do is another shed, and then maybe the workshop in this corner here. So you drive through all the way down here to a workshop, which will be Nick's. I have spoken to Nick, and he is very, very excited about this. He did say that if it picks up and keeps him busy enough and we can maybe strike a good deal, then he might even leave his job at Clever Motors and completely run this as his own business, but then maybe either pay us rent for the compound or the space that he's using, or do all of our maintenance and fixing and all that stuff for free, which, to be honest, I think at the start, especially for both of us, that will probably be a good idea. And then eventually, if business starts getting really good and we maybe not selling too old and broken equipment and not really using him anymore, then we maybe reassess and think about something else. And then the rest of this can be used as either storage, so a massive parking spot where people can walk through implements, etc., or another warehouse. I'm kind of leaning towards the parking area. I kind of like it, like an open area, place where you can park tractors and all that good stuff. And then the stuff that you don't really want to get wet, keep it underneath there, or maybe even a combination of both, because this is pretty big place here that's not going to get used. We could also add more storage lockers or storage garages, but to be honest, I feel like that's going to be like a side kind of, you know, temporary, not temporary, but I don't really want to be focusing on that. My main focus is going to be selling old equipment, etc. So, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I think it works. I think his idea here will work. It will look kind of cool. It will break it up into different areas. I mean, we could even... There's loads of stuff we could do. We could have all of this storage and then do the selling and storage of the equipment, etc. up there. So not have a shed here, but have a double row of garages and maybe no parking on this side. Although parking could potentially be not a requirement, but could help a lot, especially if you're thinking if there's just one single road, the garages comes up straight to the road. You know, you don't want people parking in front of their garages while loading it or unpacking it, and then you can't get through, especially if you have then customers. But we could potentially then have two different entrances. So maybe do one road down here with a big enough space to turn around at the bottom there. Some garages here, and then same thing there. So one road comes in to, you know, you can have a couple of parking spots on this side because the wall will be pretty much in line with this. A couple of parking spots here up to the wall, and then you can have your open storage area there. You can have your warehouse sort of thing, or your shed thing over there, and then the workshop, maybe even in that. I don't know. There's so many options. We do have the shed. They're not going to build that yet until all of the flooring is done, and then we're going to reassess and see where we're going to put everything. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Sorry, I do need to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I've got another one coming. Anyway, right, so that is pretty much it for the plan for now. I told him to go ahead, so do the leveling, put the wall in, do the leveling of that side, however he needs to do that, and then we'll go from there. So I reckon that's probably going to be happening over the next couple of days to month. So we probably won't be back here for a while. This is going to be, unfortunately, quite a long project. and I will probably need to make sure that we've got enough funds to pay for everything. As in pay for the... Oh, sorry, guy. Pay for the the workshop to be built, pay for the leveling. The leveling, now that they need to do more leveling, will probably be more expensive than they initially quoted. Because all what happened is I essentially told them this needs to be leveled. I sent them measurements and, you know, my rough estimate, and he had one of his apprentices, I think, or some guy that's still in training, come have a look, and the quote they gave was that. Right, I'm not going to wait for you, sir. So, yeah. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. It's going to be really, really cool. I think it's definitely a good future for us in terms of business and making money and all that good stuff. And everything that is made will still go back to the farm. So we'll probably buy more land. And before you know it, we might be a pretty large farmer, which would be really, really cool. I've always had this dream of like being the biggest farmer in the region, and you know, and all that good stuff. But we'll see. We'll definitely work towards that, but there's no guarantee, obviously. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's going to be the end of this vlog. We got a lot done, and we've got a lot to look forward to. There are a couple of things that needs to be done. So I was told by the builder that they will be finishing early October. So within the first week of October, which is now-ish. So we need to make sure that we've got enough money to actually pay for the building. So they are building a workshop. They're building the wooden shed that was broken down. That one's pretty cheap. That was literally like a couple of grand. And then a big metal, not quite a shed, but essentially a roof on poles, just to keep. So the idea I had with the open area, parking area that people can walk through, I spoke to the builder and he said the best option is, considering hail, is actually having a roof over all of that. Still keep it open-ish, but have a roof over that. So that is what we went for. So yeah, I've been there a couple of times. It's getting on quite well, and they're literally just on the edge of just cleaning up and clearing all the stuff away and all that good stuff. So what we need to do is think about what we're going to do. So what we need to do is think about what we're going to do. So I'm thinking for putting on sale, I'm thinking the cultivator, the roller, the seeder, the old tractor, and possibly even the water tanker. We don't really need the water tanker because we've got I can put up a pipe. Actually, no, we do need the water tanker for liquid fertilizer. So we do need that still. And then the roller, don't really need that too much. We need obviously the fertilizer at some point. We are going to fertilize this very, very soon. Probably today, actually, now that I think of it. And all the bales, as you can see, are off. I loaded them all up onto the trailer, everything I could fit on there that I felt comfortable with having on the trailer, and then the rest are over here. So they are probably, I cut one open this morning, probably good to go in maybe a day. So hopefully maybe the end of today, maybe tomorrow, we'll have a look at getting them sold. And then obviously we've got a lot of lettuce as well that I need to pack up and load onto the trailer, but I can only do that once the bales are all sold. So quite a lot of lettuce there. So what we're going to do today, I'm thinking let's fertilize. We need to fertilize. We obviously need to move all of this crap out of the way first. So let's fertilize the field. We know that's done then, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. I actually want to drop off the front fork loader, whatever you call it, because we're not going to need that for a while. I'll put it by the bales and the pallets, because that's where I use it all the time. So we'll put it over here. Oh. Put it over here. Yeah, that's fine for now. It's just temporary. Right, so not... No, not that one. That one. Alright, so that's all down now. Now we need to move all of the stuff out of the way so we can actually get to the fertilizer. Quickly fertilize. We might need to go buy some fertilizer. I think that is seed. So we might need to do that. Let's quickly hook this up. Get in here. It'd be very good if we can get all the stuff that we don't need on this field into the other shed, just because we, you know, need this space really. And for now, I'll just put this in there. This is a bit of a cluster. It's like playing Tetris with farming equipment. Farm Tetris. That ought to do. And then quickly grab this. Alright. And make sure I don't hit the truck. And then quickly hook the fertilizer up. To be honest, I'll probably keep the lawnmower on. The mower on. Could keep the mower on. I need to make sure that we buy enough fertilizer this time. I definitely did not buy enough fertilizer the previous time. Let me just have a look. Is this fertilizer or is this seed? I think it's fertilizer. Let's have a look. See if we can load it on here. Let's put the mower just for the time being. Just put it over here. Not that one. That one. Just so I can actually get in there. I don't want to hit the truck while trying to reverse into different locations or difficult locations. Alright, let's see. That is fertilizer. Okay, so we need more. We definitely need more. So I'm gonna drive to the shop now and quickly get some more fertilizer. Did see the train just go by, so we should be okay. I also need to go. So there is a town hall meeting pretty soon where I've managed to get a little bit of a petition going. It's an online petition through Facebook, but it is a petition nonetheless to get booms up at that trade track there, because it is really, really unsafe. So we need to keep an eye out for the dates of the town hall meeting so I can actually go in there and try and convince the council to get some booms up, because I mean we nearly got run over by a train. Don't know if you remember this, a couple of vlogs back we very nearly got hit by a train. So that is not ideal. Right, so park over here. Alright guys, I'm gonna quickly jump in to the dealership and grab a couple of bags of fertilizer. I'll send David to help me with the forklift, the dealership forklift, to upload or to load all of that up onto the fertilizer. Right, I'll speak to you guys in a sec. Alright, all done. As you can see, it's on there. David actually suggested using the metal frame pallet just because it fits a little bit better. It's one big thing and it fits perfectly in that little box on the fertilizer, which is the fertilizer. So that's pretty good. Glad about that. His advice is always very much appreciated, and it makes our life a lot easier. So we're gonna jump pretty much straight into a fertilizer, into a time lapse to get this field quickly knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Alright guys, so that is now done fertilizing. We don't really need to do anything else for this field. I don't see any weeds coming up. That's just a piece of the actual grass I missed harvesting or mowing earlier. What we need to do next, so I got a call from the agency. There is an urgent plowing job that needs to be done. So we're going to go do, or cultivating job that needs to be done. So we're going to go do that now. We accepted the job. It's not a massive payment, unfortunately, but it is something that helps us a little bit towards paying for the building. And then hopefully, I mean, I don't think it'll be by today, to be honest, but hopefully soon we'll get the call that the construction's finished, and then we'll obviously get the invoice, and I'm worried a little bit, but hopefully we can pay all that, and we can afford to pay all that. Otherwise, we might have to consider getting a loan, even if it's just a tiny loan to fill the gap. Ooh, wow, you can see it from here. Look at the tractor over there. Righto, that is massive. Anyway, so if we do need to get a tiny loan, then we will do so, but hopefully we don't need to do that. Luckily, the material for the one shed we got pretty cheap. The wall was already there. They said they had to reinforce and double up the wall in certain places, but that's minor. They didn't have to do much regarding that, literally just double it up. So hopefully that's not too expensive. Wow, this is insane. Look at this thing. Whoa. This is such a beautiful piece. Wow, that's working with. It's going to be very wide. That's really cool. And I mean, a freaking tank, obviously, because why not? Look at this thing, guys. Just look at this. Imagine being hit by this thing. Look at the weight out the front. It's got 2 weight compartments. That's insane. This thing's massive. It's got a massive cable underneath as well. Look at that. That's just crazy. Wow. This is so cool. Right, let's jump in. Right, let's jump in. I'm in. Okay, that's pretty cool. And obviously got a significantly better aircon system than ours. But apart from that, I feel like our tractor is better inside. Although its little joystick thing is pretty cool. Anyway, right, let's start this baby up. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Alright, we need to... I'm thinking... I'll create a... Whoa. That's a... This thing turns on a dime. Look at that. That's so cool. I love tractors. Do you guys love tractors as much as I do, or am I just a weirdo? Right, I think what we're going to do is just have a quick look at how big this thing actually is. And then we'll decide where we're going to start. So actually, I think this is pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I think this should be pretty good. Create a nice, maybe double hedgerow first. I think. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna knock this field out quickly. I know this is gonna be 2 time lapses for this episode, but I'll probably not show all of this. It's probably gonna be quite a long job anyway. But for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. When you're up against the wall and you cannot fall, so go off, go off. Alright guys, we are coming up to the end now, as you can see here. There's this couple of tiny spots that I missed that I'll quickly go grab, or go get. Let me just make sure I actually get this one. Right. Oh, sorry. We're okay, cool. One's just over here. I'm quickly gonna go get that little spot, and then we'll pack it all up and then head back home and see if the bales are done fertilized. I think they are done fertilized, so they should be by now. So I'll quickly go get that done, get the bales delivered, and then also let the agency know that the job is done, which they will be very, very grateful for. Shame the girl was really worried that it wouldn't get done. So, and then I feel like they lose money if they don't get it done, if the agency doesn't get the job done. I'm not sure. I kind of feel like it makes sense the way she was almost bleeding. Kind of makes me think that the agency loses money, and then probably works on commission or something. Maybe she would have lost money or not get paid as much or something. I don't know. Anyway, that is done. You've been an absolute joy to work with, Mr. Case 470 Steiger. This thing's a beast. It moves so quick. Like, we did that in a couple of hours. That was so easy, and it's a big job. Like, this is a big field. So yeah, that was really, really cool, really easy. Fun to do. I really enjoyed that. Unfortunately, that is now over. So we're getting a lot done in this episode today, which is good, which is very good. Right, let's go check the bales quickly. I'm just gonna quickly check, cut the bales open. Well, I don't need to cut it open. I've already cut one open. Just have a quick look at the one I cut open and see if it is good to go. If it is good to go, we'll get it sold. Then take it to probably the farmer's market, maybe actually the animal dealer, because the animal dealer probably will pay a little bit better for feed, essentially. If you think about it, that's what they use it for. So we'll have a look. I'll have a look online quickly, and maybe just give them both a call separately and ask what they're actually offering for bales, for silage bales at this point. So, right. Righto. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly check if they are done, and if they are done, I'll quickly have a look at who we're gonna deliver it to, and then we'll get that done. All right. Alright, so obviously in previous episodes I said that I do not want to sell this until January, which would have been still the case if we didn't have this construction site, so which we do need to pay for. So we're not going to get as much as we would have. It's probably about $30 less per bale, or per 1,000 liters, which ends up being a couple of $100. So it's not the end of the world, but it is still quite a big number of money, or a big sum of money that we're not missing out on, but we're not getting, essentially. I know that's kind of the same thing as missing out on, but that's not really the point. So we're going to take it to the animal dealer. Like I said, I anticipated the animal dealer would be the better option. So that is where we're going to be taking it, and we'll come get this in a sec. Well, I say a sec, once we're back and once we've done dropping off this. Now this load on its own, 30 bales, 3,500 liters per bale. So 30 times 3 is 90. Ooh. Just clipped the fence there, I think. Or maybe it was just the gear, I don't know. So 90, and then 30.5, so 105,000 liters, right, on this trailer. And we're getting $311 per 1,000 liters. So yeah, that's about $30,000. Yeah, that should be about $30,000, just over. That's pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. That put us close to 100k again. This is gonna be, oh no, it's not this one. Sorry, sir. Sorry, excuse me. Don't just walk over the road. Okay, sorry, he wasn't walking. Sorry, old man. That was my fault anyway. I'm driving like an idiot. Am I turning off? Where am I going? Animal dealer. Am I turning left right here? No, next one. This is not a stop for me, I don't think. At least I don't see a stop sign. I know there's the white lines, and they technically speaking mean the same thing, but I didn't see a stop sign. Anyway, so yeah, 30k. That's pretty good. I'll be very happy with that. And then with the other, what's the other is 7 other bales, so that's 21,000 liters. So that's another $6,000 there. So we're looking at about nearly $40,000 just with the bales now, which would put us at 100k. And then I have sent on the app the notification that we finished the plowing job, and they've clearly still not picked it up. So they're still busy, and I'm sure they'll pick it up at some point during the next couple of hours. This is the farmer's market. We need to go to the next one. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just do all of this, get this all done, and as soon as I'm done, I'll start the recording again, or I'll show it. I'll keep the recording going, but to be honest, I've got my mind's going everywhere, so I don't want to keep talking and while thinking and talking nonsense while trying to think, and you know what I mean, right? Alright, so there you can see we've got 29,000 and then, so essentially $34,000 there. That was pretty good. $34,000 for the first load, which I was actually pretty close to. I think I said 33 way back, a couple of vlogs back. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And then hopefully the next load will give us around 7,000 bales. So we'll see. I'll go grab them, and I'll see you guys when I'm back here and have delivered all of that. Alright guys, just got the notification. We just got paid for the contract, 13,400 and something. I can't remember now. So we're over 108k. That's awesome. $108,000. That's amazing. Which means we are in pretty good position, and we should get about $7,000 from this lot of bales. So once I'm done with this, I'll show you guys again. There you go, 7,990. So I was pretty bang on with my calculations. So we're over $115,000 now, which is pretty freaking amazing. This is why I love silage. Silage or grass is so good. This field is completely gonorrhea. Anyway, gonorrhea. Anyway, so silage is really good. As you can see, we planted once. We do need to plow the field again. Sorry, sir. Can you just slow down? Because we are losing a little bit of yield. So after this next harvest, we'll probably replant, reseed, or replow. Sorry, not plant, replow, and then reseed, and then carry on from there. It just has to happen every now and then. Doesn't have to happen every year, but every couple, you know, maybe 4 or 5 harvests, it needs to be done. So we just need to make sure that we do that in a season that we can actually plant grass. So otherwise we are stuck. We can still, depending on how much the construction would be way too much. Actually, let's drive past that. Oh yeah, let's try. Oh, actually, this is gonna be. Yeah, we can drive past there. I just need to be careful with the trailer. But we can... Yeah, let's drive past there, and then we'll just come back this route, because the straighter lines are a little bit easier on the... Oh, look at that! That's so beautiful! So I did ask for solar panels on top, which obviously will be a little bit more expensive. But luckily there is a government scheme that essentially the government pays like 80% of that. Wow, look at that. That is so nice. It's got a nice fence in there. Oh, I didn't realize they were gonna... I was kind of hoping they make that yellow as well, the fence. But it kind of makes... It looks a bit better black, actually. So this is where the garages are going to be. For the storage. There's our little wooden shed. And then the massive overhead roof for the open area, and then the workshop. That is so nice. They look like that. They haven't given me a call yet. Actually, can we go? We'll just go through here. We'll just go through here. Screw it. Yeah, we'll turn left here. Anyway, that is awesome. Look at that. That's beautiful. Right, that's Oh man, I'm so excited. But they haven't given us a call yet. They haven't given me a call, so I'm not confused, but I don't understand why they haven't called me yet. They need to be calling me so we can get them paid. They might be just doing some admin and making sure everything is good. Maybe they're waiting for, I don't know, electricity tests, or I don't know. I'm not a builder. I don't know what their schedule is. I just expected them to still be a little bit more busy there than that. I mean, there's nothing there. It's all built. And there's no, I didn't see anyone. There could be people inside. That's a fair point, secondary Leon. Anyway, so, that is actually probably going to be the end of this episode. I don't foresee them, if they do call me today, I don't foresee me going to see them again. Because I need to make sure Sorry, sir. Thought you were waiting for me. Need to make sure that everything is golden with the bank. I'm going to have a look at potentially making a loan, or being able to make a loan. Hopefully we won't need to. We've got 116k. I don't foresee us needing to make a loan. We do have land, quite a lot of land actually, that is, you know, that we can sign up as collateral or security. So we should be able to make a loan if we need to, but I don't think we would need to. So anyway, I'm sure we'll be fine. Right, let's park up here. Oh crap, sorry, I hit some of the pellets there. They should be okay though. That's why they're on pellets. And then next I'm actually gonna load up the... I'll probably load this up now. Not necessarily sell it now, but I'll probably start loading this up now since I have a little bit of time before it gets dark. We got the call, well I got the call, yesterday afternoon to meet the builder at, or the contractor, at the... Well, I suppose we're going to start calling it the dealership now, aren't we? At 8:15. So I'm going to head there now, make sure I am ready. I'm on the wrong side of the track here. Make sure I'm ready to go, and then we'll we'll have a bit of a discussion with the contractor. Now there's a little bit of a predicament. The contractor, well actually, let me preface this by saying I got this, one of you guys mentioned it in a quote, in a comment, about the contractor maybe trying to pull one over on us. Essentially, he should have mentioned beforehand that we should take the ground from the lower side to fill up the higher side, which he neglected to say, which means that essentially he could potentially charge us more. So I want to make sure that that doesn't happen. I just need to open the gate. And I need to make sure I talk to him about it. Wow, this is awesome. I want to let me just pull the car in, and then I want to have a walk around and check out the rest. But essentially I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I'm gonna have a good discussion with him and ask him whether he's charging me for the ground that he moved, and how that's gonna work and all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll obviously make sure that we try and save as much money as possible here, and try not to get, you know, done over, if that's the right word. Anyway, so oh, he's not here yet. Oh, I just realized it's already 8:15. But yeah, he's not here yet. So I'm gonna have a walk around, and sorry, just give me a sec. Hello. All right, so that was the contractor. He's not late. He gave me the wrong date. It is actually the 3rd, not the 2nd of October, so tomorrow. But he said it is all done, it's all passed, so as in it's passed all the electric tests and all that good stuff. So we can start moving our stuff in, and then he'll cover all the expenses and all that good stuff tomorrow. I'm not quite happy with how this looks there. There's a gap in the wall there. I mean, it's not the end of the world. This bit's not really going to get used. Down here and down this side will be the storage containers eventually when we get the money for that. But for now, I mean, this is amazing. And for now, we can actually use this to store our tractors and all that good stuff as well. So what I'm going to start doing, I think, just make sure we close these gates, is to start moving the stuff from the farm over here. I also need to have a good chat with Nick and figure out what days he can actually work for us, and make sure that he's on, or we're on the same page when it comes to hours and all that good stuff. So, because obviously we need to make sure that we know when we have him for ourselves, if you know what I mean. So, right, let's just quickly get out of here. I'm just gonna reverse out, to be honest. At least it's a pretty quiet road. I was paying a lot of attention there. Quickly close this. Right, so we're gonna go grab the tractors and all that good stuff and start getting that all loaded up. So we can, yeah, have a little bit more space around the house and have everything open and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that now. I'll probably the only problem actually no, we'll have to do it on the trailer, to be honest, because we can maybe fit a couple of things on the trailer together, and then, you know, rather than driving and walking, I'd probably just walk home. If I wouldn't get like a taxi or something, I would just walk home. But yeah, it's pretty quiet on the roads today. It's a good thing. I'm thinking I'm happy with that. But yeah, anyway, so we're gonna start moving everything to and from the house from the farm to the dealership now. We need to start calling it a dealership, because that is essentially what it is going to be. I also need to have a look for some signs. Have a look if I can find any actual signs that we could put up to advertise the fact that it's a dealership. And I want to replace one of the boom, or one of the gates, the one closest, the one we're going to use most of the time, for a boom, which can be opened during the day and then closed during the... I mean, I could probably just leave the gate open during the day, to be honest, because the gate's not going to be in the way. So it should be fine, right? Alright, so I'm quickly going to load that on as well. Maybe... Let me just have a quick look here at what... Just unlock this, unload this. Let me just have a quick look at when is the best time to sell this. I'll load it up anyway, just because it's going to be better that way. That way it's kind of out of the way, and it is on the trailer, so the rest is on the trailer, so we can use it. Come on. There we go. Alright, so let me quickly do that, have a look at when to sell these, and then I'll get back to you guys in a sec. Alright, so let's drop this off. Nope, not that one. Right, so it is not the best time to sell them now, but to be honest, we're gonna get selling anyway, because it's definitely worth it. Sorry, just need to... My chair was kept moving, and yeah, so we're gonna sell it now, and that way we can use the trailer, maybe even load 2 or 3 things up on the trailer at the same time. Because the trailer's quite long, we should be able to get at least the rower and maybe the tractor on as well. That way we can kind of pull the rower on with the tractor. Right, so we're gonna go to Johnson's Farmers Market. So we're gonna drive there now and get that sold. See how much I have no idea how much we have on there actually. So actually, let's just go straight. Sorry, I know I had my indicator on there. It is better to go straight all the way down through town and then turn right at the top. Or is it here? No, it's right at the top. Yeah, right at the top. Sorry, so you're kind of in the road there, mate. And then straight ahead from there. That doesn't look like a stop for us. Is it here? Nope. Right here. So one of those booms, I was thinking. But now that I think of it more, I feel like it's probably not the best way to do it. I think just having the gate there, at least then there's a little bit of security to some degree. Like the gates can't be locked. So it's not the best security in the world, but at least it's a little bit of security, right? So we need to have a think. Anyway, not going to worry about that right now. We probably won't even have the money to spend on that now, which is kind of why I want to sell this now, so that we at least have a little bit for when we need to pay for the actual construction, because it's probably going to be pretty expensive. It's probably not going to be super cheap. So, did I miss the... No, it's down here. It's fine. I think we can go in here. Yeah, cool. And we're just going to drop it off here. Right, let's have a look what we get. Alright, 6,600. That's not bad, which means it was about 5,000 liters, which isn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that. 6,000, so we're at 123,000 now. I don't imagine that being over 123,000. If it is, we can get a loan. I have been pre-approved for $100,000 by the bank, but I don't want to use that. I don't necessarily want to get a loan. I don't think that's the best idea. So as far as we, not this one, as far as we can get on without having to get a loan, I'm going to definitely attempt to do that, or endeavor to do that. So let's go load the tractor, and I think we're going to do the roller. The tractor and the roller first. I think that's going to be the best options now. That way, at least we know the most damaging item is is done, and it's attached to the tractor, which in my mind just makes it more secure then. So we're going to try and do that now. Well, we're going to do that now. I'm going to just take the time. I'll probably not record that just because it's going to be a bit of an admin trying to record and drive and make sure I'm accurate and getting in and out of the tractor, etc, etc. So let's just get in here. Alright, and we'll have to kind of stop like this. Right, let's turn this one off, because we're not going to use this one. And I will open this, and then get the tractor uploaded. Alright, all done. So we've got the tractor. Actually, let me show you. We've got the... I can show you probably when we're there, but we've got the tractor attached to the roller, which we just drove up, which was pretty easy. And then I took the new tractor and just loaded this on there. So that is pretty good. We're gonna just move this over to the dealership now and figure out how we're gonna place everything. And we're not gonna move everything there, just the cultivator, the roller for now. We're gonna keep all the baling stuff, the mowing and baling stuff, we're gonna keep that here. But the tractor, the cultivator, the roller, and the seeder, maybe the fertilizer. We'll probably keep the fertilizer, to be honest, because it's a pretty good fertilizer. I'm quite happy with the fertilizer. Wow, we're heavier, so it does not break as quick anymore. And I mean, this tractor is still doing pretty well, considering the fact that it's pulling all of that stuff. So that's a couple of tons on there. So pretty happy with this tractor. It's a really, really, really good tractor. I genuinely cannot imagine our life now without this tractor. Oh, we need to make sure we're braking early enough. Oh, the plow is shifting a little bit. It's alright, we're just gonna have to be a little bit more careful. Yeah, it shifted a little bit. It is strapped down. It's strapped to the roller, but clearly it's not... I mean, it is heavy, so... I mean, fair enough. Right, so I just need to drive more carefully. Simple as that. Alright, make a nice, wide, slow turn here. It's still on. And we're gonna turn... I think we'll just turn straight in here, to be honest. I think we'll use this for now. And make sure everything is under the roof, it's protected. That way, we need to clean everything as well. So we actually need a wash station here. So we need to have a look into doing that, which will probably cost a lot more money. But for now, I might just... Nick's got a power washer, I believe. And I'll just ask him if we can borrow that. We have running water here, so we should be okay. We can just plug the power washer in. Will I be able to turn this around? Ooh, it's gonna be close. We made it. Dodgy, but we made it. Alright. So, let's make sure I've actually got space to drive everything off here. And then I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take the plow off and get everything placed in some shape or form, and then I'll show you guys when that's all done. Alright, so this is pretty simple, to be honest. For now, we're just gonna keep the tractor right at the front. Obviously, I will wash them all. And I'm thinking when we get a little bit more money, once everything's paid for, we'll probably put a wash station here somewhere. And then I'm going to put the... Actually, probably not just yet. The trailer in there. We're going to move the cedar first, so I need to make sure we go grab the cedar. And I'll probably do that tomorrow, to be honest. I'm gonna have a quick call, give Nick a quick call, see if we can get our hands on the power washer or a power washer, get these washed, and then I'm going to start putting it on Facebook. I think that's going to be the best way to do it for now, at the start, is to advertise on Facebook, and then I'll put up boards. We need to get some advertisements boards that we can put up here somewhere. Probably, I think there's enough space just outside or just on this edge here. We'll have to have a look at what we can do, attach them to the wall maybe or something, I don't know. And then at least that way we get a little bit of advertisement going, and then hopefully we can generate some interest regarding the implements that we've got. But for now, guys, I'm gonna do what I can to try and get the power washer and all that good stuff, and put all this on adverts on Facebook, etc, etc. And there are some agricultural sites that I can maybe sell some secondhand stuff as well, so I'll put that on there as well if I can find any that is local enough, like in the county or in the district maybe. But so that's going to be the end of this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. The channel is growing, and I'm really, really grateful. It will all go back into the farm. Every penny that the channel make eventually will go back into the farm. So please don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. If you have any friends that like farming, please share the videos with them, share the vlogs with them, or just like vlogs. It is really, really appreciated. Anyway, we're also seeing tomorrow, we're seeing the contractor and paying the lump sum, the large money that we hopefully have enough for. I'm kind of stressing about that, which is also why I want to get this going, get the implements up and running. At least that way, if we can't pay everything immediately, maybe we can say, right, we've got, you know, an advert on for a tractor for, I don't know, you know, we've got 15k incoming. It's just give us like a month or something. So I've got a little bit of room for bargaining, I guess, with the contractor then. Oh, all right. Hello, everyone. So I just finished washing all of this. I literally had to use a bucket. Unfortunately, Nick's power washer has packed up and is not working anymore. So I had to resort to a bucket, which, wow, that was hard work. To be honest, I've been here for about an hour and a half. Getting into all the nooks and crannies, especially on this thing, was absolutely insane. It looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with, I mean, apart from the fact that there's a little bit of rust on there and some paint missing and all that good stuff, apart from that, at least it's clean. And it was hard work, but I'm glad it's done. So we're about to see Jimmy from the GC Construction Company, who will come around, explain a couple of things, run me through what happened, run me through how all of this worked and all the filling up and all that good stuff, and we'll see what we have to pay. I did mention in an email about the fact that they should have told us about this, the leveling of this and all that good stuff, using this soil to fill that up, and I haven't heard anything back, but I'm expecting that to come up. Well, it will come up, and I'm also not happy with how they... Like, this isn't 100% smooth. It's not that bad. Like, driving up and down it is, you don't barely even feel it. It just doesn't look very good. And then eventually, we will build a gate or something here. Another gate. Oh, that's him now. All right, I'll speak to you guys in a sec. All right, guys. That hurt. That hurt a lot. $97,000. Oh, wow. That was painful to do, but it is done. I mean, it's not bad. At least we've got a little bit of money left, and I'm quite happy with that. It was going to be 105,000, but after having a big discussion with him and kind of not making a deal, but kind of verbally making a deal that we'll only ever use them as long as they sort this cost out, we got 8 grand off. So yeah, I can't complain. I mean, it hurt. It really sucked paying $97,000, but it is what it is. It is quite important. Right, let's get back into the truck quickly. Oh, yeah, just got through there. There's not much we actually need to do around the farm right now, but we could probably... Oh, I need to close... Oh, sorry, excuse me. Hello? Alright guys, so that was 2 people actually. So firstly it was David that gave me a call from Clever Motors. I sent out a message to a couple of my friends saying if you know of any signboards or anything that are, you know, not being used, please do let me know, because I figured as long as I can get boards, I can paint stuff on it. You know, I can use my own artistic little skill and just paint, you know, I don't know, a John Deere tractor on it, or just we sell tractors or something. You know, I can paint stuff on it myself, and then I pretty much cut that short. I told David we'll come around, but I had to cut that short because we've got a contract, and as you can see, the harvesters over there, so we can actually harvest this field that we are hoping to purchase at some point. We won't purchase it now because we don't have the money, but we will go harvest it now, and then we'll earn a little bit of money from that. So yeah, pretty good, pretty happy with that. So okay, we're gonna quickly stop here with have a chat with David, because he has, not he, but Clever Motors, all of their old signs, so they recently upgraded to all of these, like oh, I keep missing them, like that. There you go, that one of those, like that. I need to park in the I'm so excited. Here you go, these. So they recently upgraded to these signs, which, to be honest, is quite small, but, you know, and that electric one and the ones on the corner. But they have old school signs, apparently similar to that one. But anyway, so he's going to show me around the back, and if I want them, then I can take them for whatever the manager is willing to sell them for. And then at least I've got some signs. So I'm going to have a quick chat with David, and hopefully we can get some signs up soon. All right, so we've got about 6 signs that they're going to actually... David's going to deliver it for us. And because I just asked them if they could maybe do it, because we've actually got a contract job to get to, so I don't want to waste time now trying to load it on. If it doesn't fit, then it's going to get the trailer, then the tractor, and David just said, no, it's fine, don't worry about it. He will use the dealership tractor and trailer, or truck and trailer, or whatever he's going to use, and get that done for us, get that delivered for us. So that's really, really cool. I'm very happy with that. Very kind of David. I'm very, very excited to have some signs up. I've got the adverts up for both, or for all 4 of the items that we currently have for sale: the planter, the cultivator, the roller. I do actually want to try and get the other 2 parts of the roller as well, and I have sent a message to the guy we bought it. To be honest, I can't remember his name now. We bought the original roller from, so hopefully, I don't know really where to... This road is terrible. I don't really know where to park here. Don't want to go down there. I'm turning right. Ah, here we go. This works. Actually, let's park under this tree. It's kind of on this dude's drive, I guess. That should be okay. Anyway, I need to turn the truck off. What was I saying? Signs? No. Oh, the roller. Yeah, so I wanna get the other 2 parts of the roller as well, so that we can get a full set going, which would be very cool. We could then sell it for a little bit more. Oh, wow. This is really cool. Let me have a look around. I've never harvested cotton, I don't think. I don't remember harvesting cotton. Modular Express. This is so cool. And then obviously it's got the trailer, doesn't it? Yeah. It's got the trailer and a John Deere 6110, 611, 6110. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to overcomplicate things. This is really cool. It's a massive piece of equipment, this, isn't it? Anyway, so what else? So signs are coming. We are getting, yeah, we're getting the signs. The adverts are up. Hopefully we get some work done soon and get to, you know, make a little bit of money. I can't see the tractor. I should, there it is. I just don't want to hit the tractor as I'm moving back. That should be okay. I'm going to do a quick header here and get all of this knocked out quickly. Alright, let's get going. And I'll have a quick chat with you guys while I do this. I am assuming it's working. Yeah, it is working. Okay, cool. Right, this feels really weird. It feels kind of off-center, doesn't it? It's because we're obviously just kind of sat off askew. Anyway, so what else? So we've got the adverts up. Yeah, that's pretty much it, to be honest. Not much else to say regarding the dealership show so far. We do have a little bit of money. We can obviously, I'm gonna have to do some contract work and get some more money going. Otherwise, we're gonna get bankrupt really quickly. At least we didn't make any loans. We haven't had to make any loans yet, and that's, you know, that's always a win. We want to try and keep it that way as much as possible. Oh, sorry, sir. Wow, this thing turns on a friggin' dime. Look at that. That's so cool. That is insane. This literally just turns around on a dime. I love that. I love things that can turn around so easily. That's really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna... Oh, what? Excuse me. Let me just turn this off. Hello?
I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. See many souls, many holy. Remember their faces and hope. Oh, till we meet again, oh, and I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Alright guys, so that actually went really quick. It's not a very big field, and I mean, this is a pretty easy job, to be honest. It's only going to be, I don't know, about just over half a bale, but that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I don't mind. I'm quite happy either way. It's a job nonetheless, and even though we probably won't get paid a crap ton of money, it's still going to be something, right? It's still a little bit of something. It's better than just going home and sat there doing nothing, you know, which probably would have been what was going to happen, to be honest, because it's been a rough couple of days. It's been a stressful couple of days, to be honest. A couple of months, really, if you think about it. So yeah, in the last I mean, this morning I was washing the tractors, which is, you know, I'm used to just sat in a tractor and or a harvester and letting the machine do the work for me. So that was unideal, if I'm gonna be honest, but that's fine. Right, so it was actually Zach that called me, and he said him and Josiah, they've got a hunting trip planned for the next couple of days. So he is very, very excited, and he was hoping I could join them because I haven't seen them in ages and they haven't seen me in ages. And naturally, I said, hell yes. So we're going to go on a hunting trip soon. Let me just unload this bale quickly. All right, that is done. Let's put this down here. Fold it up again. Actually, we need to turn around. Anyway, so yeah, we're going on a hunting trip soon. Very, very soon. I'm very excited about that. Not 100% sure when that's going to be. But he said literally in the next couple of days. So he's pretty much just going to give me a call. It sounds like when they get a gap, as in when they know it's, you know, a good day for it, they're going to give me a call and swing by and pick me up. So it is obviously just a town over, so it's not that far. And it is on the way to where we do the hunting trips anyway. So very, very excited to get into that, to get going with that again. Right. Right, I just need to quickly check where we're actually dropping this off, because I honestly have no idea. I didn't even pay attention to the email that they sent through. They obviously give you a call, tell you the little bit of details, and then they send you the details via email, so you have stuff to look at. So let me just have a quick look. Alright, so I'm taking it to the spinnery, which is far side of the town. I'm going to actually just go around this way, to be honest. I don't think it's necessarily the shortest way, but I think it's going to be the easiest way for me to remember the map right now. So that's just what I'm going to do. It's an interesting John Deere, this. It doesn't have a display in the front, which is... It's obviously got the little telephone looking thing at on the right side there with miles per hour and all, or kilometers an hour and all the speed and all that good stuff. But I'm so used to just looking down. But anyway, this doesn't go too quick anyway, so we should be fine. It's not the strongest tractor in the world. So yeah, hunting trip. Loads of stuff happening. Hopefully David, he said he's going to do it sometime today as soon as he gets a gap. He might have done it over lunch actually, now that I think of it. But yeah, hopefully that's done soon. And I'll obviously, or delivered. He's just going to, I told him the gates are open, they can't be locked, which we need to replace anyway. And then we're gonna, well, I'm gonna put that up at some point. Once that is delivered, I need to have a look at where we are. Pavement ends? Yeah, there's no pavement there. Let's go down here. I think it's that one, not the... I might have to have a look on the GPS again, but I think it's that compound over there. Yeah, I think it's this one. Not 100% sure where, but I'll ask this guy quickly, and I'm sure he will be able to point us in the right direction. So I'll see you guys and chat to you guys when we're back on the road. Alright, that was a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. We were completely off in the wrong place. But it's okay, it's not the end of the world. We ended up going there. At least the guy was pretty nice. He did laugh initially. But he was pretty nice and actually explained to us how to get there. Which we ended up getting there at least. And I have to say, the tractor really struggled up this hill. It was like it went down to 6 miles per hour. It was so. I genuinely thought at some point I'm gonna have to get out and push. But luckily we didn't have to. It made it up, so that's fine. And we're now gonna get home. head home, actually. We're gonna drop this off at the field that we were just working at. And then we're pretty much just gonna head home, have a look at maybe packing our stuff for a hunting trip to make sure that we're ready to go. I don't want Zach to give me a call and then be like, oh, we're 5 minutes away. And I'm like, oh, crap, I need to pack and get ready and all that good stuff. So I don't know how long it's gonna be for. Like, I don't know, it could be 1 day, it could be 3 days, I don't know. So I need to be kind of ready, and like he said, just, you know, have everything ready, and then as soon as one morning they'll wake up and they'll be like, all right, cool, let's go, and then we'll go. So yeah, anyway, that's fine by me. It doesn't really bother me as much. I can do most of my stuff online, apart from the fact that people obviously won't be able to go look at the implements if they want to buy some, which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world, right? I can actually, to be honest, all I need to do is just make sure Nick is aware of what's going on, and I trust Nick. Like, his business depends on that as well, so I do also need to have a really, really good conversation still with Nick and make sure we're happy with how everything's going to work, and he needs to repair the tractor's repaint, or the tractor repaint the tractor and the implements as well. So that's going to be something he does for the next couple of days, probably a couple of weeks, and I need to make sure that he's aware of that and all of that good stuff. So I'll probably I can't give him a call now, he's at work. So 2 hours from now I'll give him a call, or probably just go have a coffee with him. It's probably best if I do this in person, right? Do this kind of stuff in person. So I'll go to him and, oh, come on, and make sure that he's happy with all of that, and then get that all going, and make sure that he can also, you know, show the people the implements. And I'll probably think about something commission wise. So for every implement that he sells, maybe he gets like 10% commission or something. I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll see what we're gonna do regarding that. I also do need to remember to keep looking for other implements that, you know, that we could, one, sell, and two, actually use, because we do want to expand the farm. The farm is still the priority. It's still the more important thing that I'm interested in, that I want to grow more than the dealership. The dealership is great. Like, it's, hopefully anyway, it is an exciting business venture, and I think there's a lot of potential in that. But that's going to be my kind of side hustle, if you know what I mean. I want to focus on getting all the, you know, I want to get focused on, I want to stay focused on getting the farm expanded and all of that good stuff. Right, so I'm going to call that the end of the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will now make sure all the admin is squared away, pack all my stuff in case we going for a hunting trip soon, and I need to fill in the little app thing on the job that I just done, the contract. So we're on our hunting trip. Got a call last night, pretty late actually, and Zach said we're picking you up at 5. So I got up at about 4:45 and got in the car, literally said my good mornings, and then went back to sleep. And yeah, so I don't even know what time they got up. It must be pretty close to 3. So yeah, crazy people. But hey ho, we are here now. We've actually got an ATV this time, which is really, really cool. Zach decided to hire 3 ATVs for us, which is really cool. They've all, obviously, each of them have got their own cabin that they went to. So that's pretty good. That means we're not actually going to interfere with each other's hunting. They will come over here at night, and we will spend the night here and chill out here and have our food and all that good stuff. So, but I cooked last time, so I don't have to cook this time. So I'm thinking there's another, sorry, actually, I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's another lake pretty much straight ahead from what I've looked at on the map. That's what we're going to go for today, this time. I'm going to see if we can find anything over there to hunt. So let's go. Right, so while I'm making this drive to the lake, I just wanted to talk to you guys quickly about the plan for this week. So essentially it is an entire week we're out here. They did say we're going to just be here for 3 or 4 days. And during this time, obviously, I will only be able to record how much battery I've got left. They only told me when I woke up this morning when we got here. So I only got one battery for the camera, the GoPro that's on me right now. And once that runs out, unfortunately, that is it. Same with the laptop. I brought the laptop so I could do my editing and all that. And I'll go down to the town and make sure that is uploaded. I'll sit at a coffee shop or something, make sure that is uploaded so you guys can at least get this one. But where videos come out normally on Wednesdays and Fridays will unfortunately not happen this week because I will be taking this time off and enjoying it. Since I'm here anyway, the battery's going to be flat anyway, I might as well enjoy the time off. So don't worry, the videos will resume as normal on Monday next week when we will be back on the farm and carry on with life as usual. But for now, just carry on enjoying this one. I just wanted to make sure that I actually tell you guys about that, so you guys don't worry when, you know, videos don't come out. That is the plan. I didn't fall off a mountain or got shot by Zach. It is 100% the plan to just be putting out this one video this week and try and chill out the rest of the week. I hope you guys understand. Thank you so much for the support, and let's carry on and enjoy the video. Yeah, I think we're going to the lookout point, see if we can see anything from there. This is so much nicer with the ATV, isn't it? Or quad bike. What do you guys call it? A quad bike or an ATV? I think we'll stop here. Actually, the lake is just behind us. Alrighty. This is quite nice, actually. To be honest, even if we don't actually end up getting anything, I am enjoying this. It's just a little bit away from the normal grind of farm working and trying to plan the business and all that stuff. It's just a bit of a break, you know. It's good. I feel like it's doing me good. Fresh air. I mean, not that I don't get fresh air every day, but obviously it's not quite fresh air if you think about all the traffic and, you know, all that stuff. This is literally as fresh air as it can get. And it's nice. I genuinely feel like it's doing me good. Right, guys, I think I'm gonna try and make it off this and head back to the cabin. As it's raining now, I don't think it's worth staying up here too long, and I don't want to risk injuring myself trying to get off this because it could get dangerous. Actually, no, this is alright. Okay, it's alright. It's alright. Let's keep going. For now. It's cold, but as long as I keep moving, I feel like I'll be fine. The cabin isn't very far. It's literally just over there. I mean, just over here somewhere. Oh, wow. The rain is freezing. Actually, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to head to the cabin. Yeah, let me head to the cabin and see if the rain gets better and at least grab a jacket if I need to. Right, there's a bunch of deer that literally just walked out in front of me, ran across the road in front of me. So I'm going to see if I can follow up on them. There they went. Wow, visibility is really bad right now. At least I'm not thinking about the cold. Off. Wow, it's cold out now. What? Well, visibility is pretty bad, but at least I'm not thinking about the cold right now. I feel like I've lost... Oh, thank goodness. I feel like I've lost the trail, to be honest. That's okay. I feel like I heard the trotting. Oh, I see one. See one. See him? I think we got him. Well, we definitely hit. Oh, yeah, we did get him. That was a freaking good shot. Don't know how that didn't hit him. Definitely hit him. Right, we'll go look for him in a sec. Good shot. Happy days. That was really, really good. $3,500. If we keep that, we're probably not going to keep that because we're going to take him to have some food. Right, I just need to make sure I'm reloaded and all that good stuff. Okay, so I actually don't have any more ammo for this weapon. Unfortunately. I wanted to see what this is. Oh, it's just pile of woods. Okay, that's fine. Let's go have a look, see if we got this one as well. I definitely think we hit him. It looked like we hit him. But I didn't see any blood. So maybe we didn't. That sounded really close. This lake is just always a winner, isn't it? Don't see anything. I would love to get a nice big buck. Is that what they call it? Just sword move. Did you guys see that? I do not know how that did not kill him. Don't see any blood. Oh. I genuinely don't know how that didn't kill him. That was so close range, it should have gotten him. Alright, so here we are. As you can see, I did remember to go get the ATV. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I feel like I'm missing something. And then I realized. So, we're back at the cabin. It is late-ish afternoon. And we're gonna just chill out a little bit. Maybe go out again just before dark. If I do find anything, you'll see it. If not, then we'll be back on the farm. It is pretty cold. A lot has happened recently, or over the last couple of weeks, which I need to catch you up on. Obviously, we went away, myself, Zach, and Jediah went away for a nice little hunting trip. It was an entire week we went away. It was absolutely amazing. So good. Pretty much, to be honest, I only did 2 days of actual hunting. The rest was literally just sat in the cabin and we just spent some time together, chilled out. We read some books and, you know, just kind of unwinded, you know what I mean. Anyway, right, so what we need to do is I want to show you the signs that if you remember 2 vlogs ago, I think it was, we purchased the signs from Clever Motors through Dave helped us with that. David helped us with that, and we are he said he's going to go sort it out for us. He delivered it and we had to install it. It was fairly easy. It was a bit heavy, but we just used the tractor with the front loader to just keep it propped up. So it wasn't too bad. It was all fine and easily done. Easily enough done anyway. We need to get this car fixed. Another thing that happened, which I will show you guys obviously, is that Nick actually worked on all of our implements that are currently for sale, as in the tractor, the roller, seeder or planter, and the cultivator as well. All of that is pretty well sorted now. It's in very, very good condition. He repainted it for us and did all the maintenance work on it. What are you doing, sir? On it for us, so it looks very, very good. Actually, pretty close to brand new. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to show you all of that now, pretty soon. Oh, whoa, that was close. I didn't see that stoplight. I should have, because this is not my first time driving this road. Anyway, so yeah. We're going to show you all of the signs, which is really, really cool. I'm quite happy about that. This one's the dealership, and this one is for the storage, which for now, until the storage is in, I'm going to make this the dealership sign as well. So both of these signs will essentially say something regarding the dealership. I'm not sure what it'll say yet. I need to kind of think about the branding and all of that stuff. I've not even thought about that, to be honest. And then I don't know why I parked outside. I could actually go inside. Anyway, we're outside now, so I'm going to quickly just walk in here and show you the implements that are for sale, which is really, really nice. I'm very happy with Nick's work, to be honest. It was a good call getting him to work for us, or getting him on board. I'm glad I made that decision. As you can see, the tractor is freaking beautiful now. The repainting job that he did, it's absolutely amazing. The beautiful thing is that he works for Clever Motors, so he was actually able to get us some stickers, which he was able to put on, and you know, the logos, he just repainted over them, but the stickers are all brand new. So really, really cool. Very, very happy with that. He absolutely outdone himself. Now, unfortunately, there's not been any interest in this yet because, well, we haven't gotten any signs up. There are a couple of clicks on the adverts that I put, or the posts that I put up on Facebook and eBay. There are some interest, I guess. No one really serious yet. No one actually going, hey, yeah, we want to have a look at it. But there is something happening there. I'll probably, maybe on Facebook, actually promote the post, I guess, or actually put it on Facebook Marketplace. I'm still learning all of these marketing things. It's all new to me, so we'll hopefully at some point get to a point where I actually know what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. Excuse me for a sec here. Just quickly park. Not on the road. Okay. Hello. All right, guys. That was Ryan. He wants to meet with us. Now, this is a bit weird, to be honest. He's always been pretty happy just working over the phone or talking over the phone. But this time he actually wants to meet with us, which is a little bit odd. I'm kind of worried. I don't know if I should be worried or should be excited. I'm not sure, but we're gonna go do a couple of other stuff, and then we'll make sure I told him I'm happy to meet with him. I just need to make sure that I get all of my stuff done, and then I'll give him a call, and we'll make sure we sit down and have a good meeting and talk about whatever he needs to talk about. So I'm gonna quickly go to the farm and just make sure that I'm happy with what needs to be done today, and make sure I actually do all of that, or at least make sure I pay attention to what needs to be done. Ooh, right, we're gonna be very close to actually harvesting this as well. I want to harvest before it snows. It's not snowing yet, but it is getting later in the year, and we definitely need to consider that we will be harvesting this very, very soon. Literally, I think in the next couple of days we'll be harvesting this, just to make sure that it actually happens before winter fully hits in full fashion. You know what I mean? And then we need to also look at buying another plow. Right, let me quickly jump on the laptop and make sure I've got all of my ducks in a row and all that good stuff to go have a chat with Ryan and make sure I'm not missing any very important thing that needs to happen today. So give me a sec, I'll be right back. Alright, so we don't have anything that drastically have to happen today. We do have to harvest, like I said, but that will happen in the next couple of days. Probably tomorrow, to be honest, depending on how busy we get and what Ryan actually wants us to do. And then we'll obviously cut the grass, bale it, wrap it. That's one thing. And then sell it. We'll also have to make sure we move the lettuce and get that sold at some point. Still not quite yet, but very, very soon. And then there are whoa, dude. There are a couple of plows I'm actually looking at. I need to go to Ryan's house, not his farm. A couple of plows that I'm looking at on Facebook Marketplace and that David has pointed out could potentially work for us. That I will have to go look at it at some point. Not quite yet, not today, because that's not really that much of a priority right now. Right, we're gonna quickly pop into Ryan's house. I'm gonna have a quick meeting with him, have a good chat. I did send him a text that I'm on the way, and it works for him. So we're gonna have a quick chat with Ryan, and I'll let you know when we're done, and we'll see what happens. Alright guys, let me just get in the truck before I start loudly talking about this. So, Ryan, this is quite interesting. An interesting development that could potentially mean very, very good things for us. And I'm quite honored actually that he approached us. Anyway, so let me actually explain what's going on. So, I've not confirmed anything. I've not said yes to anything yet. But Ryan essentially just asked me if I want to run his farm for him. If I want to be his foreman, essentially. So basically what's happening is Ryan is moving away because one of his kids got a scholarship at a really, really good school. And it's just too far away to commute. And he doesn't want to be spending the weeks here while, you know, his family is away. He's a very, very good family man. He absolutely loves spending time with his family. So he doesn't want to spend that much time away from them, which is really, really cool. I commend that completely. And then he said, since we've actually been doing a lot of his farm work through the agency, he figured that if we are up for it, we could be his farm manager. As in manage the entire farm for him, get a monthly salary from him, obviously, and essentially do what needs to be done on the farm. He did say that he understands that while we have our own farm, there might be times where we don't necessarily have the time to get to his stuff. And he said that's fine. That is why the agency is there. And since he's currently using the agency anyway, we can, for those times, just use the agency and they can get the job done, which will just obviously be taken out on the expenses of the farm. So it won't cost us anything, luckily, because it won't be, you know, we won't need to pay the agency. That's just an expense on the farm, on Ryan's farm, obviously, not ours. And yeah, I mean, he's got quite a large farming business going on, essentially. Quite a couple of good fields. What we have seen so far is not actually all that he has. But he said he will move it all into the one location so that we can, you know, we don't have to keep moving to different towns to actually get all of this stuff. So he's actually got another farm on another town where he keeps most of his implements, and that's where he spends most of his time. But it's just literally a couple of miles away from here. But he said that he understands that we don't necessarily want to keep ferrying stuff to and from to work on his farm. So on the farm here in Westbridge Hills. So he will move what we need for his current fields to his farm. and this is if we accept, obviously. He has approached a foreman for his other farm in the other town, and he did say that I shouldn't feel pressured. If I can't do it, then he will just pay that person extra, and that person will then manage both farms, which the other person has tentatively agreed with. But I kind of feel like it's a good idea. I kind of feel like it's a great opportunity for us. So one is we can keep busy. We've got a steady income from then actually to be fair, the dealership currently is not bringing in any money, and I'm sure it will pick up over time, but currently it's not, and it will be pretty, not lackluster, but it'll happen from time to time. It won't be a steady, we know exactly how much we get every month. It'll just be, maybe we sell a tractor this month, maybe we don't, etc., etc. So that's not really a steady income. And to be honest, the farm isn't really a steady income either. At least with managing his farm or being his foreman, we can then know we're getting X amount every month that we can, use towards our farm. And I've no idea what it is yet. He threw a couple of numbers around, but he's not set on anything. I think it depends on whether whether I do it and whether the other guy does it, and anyway, so we need to think about that. I need to think about that. He says the school season has already started, unfortunately 2 months ago. I don't know why it took this long. I think what he did is actually he did do it this way, as in not commuted, but he would spend some days in the week here, and then over the weekends and other days where he needs to be there, he spent there. And I think it's just taken the toll, and he's just decided, no, screw it, don't want to do it. And he doesn't want to sell the farm, which is understandable because it's a massive farm. And to be honest, I don't think he'd be able to sell the entire farm as a oneer. He would maybe, sell the field here and there, and then, be stuck with one field and a barn, which is not what you want. You want to sell it once, everything. I don't know where I'm going. Everything to just one person. So that's a lot easier. But anyway, I'm going to have to think about it. I've got till the end of the week to think about it, he said, and I'm going to try and take as much of that as possible. I left the door open. Damn it, it's going to be cold now. Right, let's close that. I need to go look at a plow quickly. That's at 11:30, and it's on the opposite side of town. So obviously it's not a half an hour drive, but I need to stop talking about that and quickly make sure I grab my wallet and get everything ready to go. I need a jacket as well. It's freezing. Right, so I'll see you guys in a bit. I'm going to drive there and we'll have a look at the plow. All right, guys. So here we are. He actually said it was in the pit, but it's not. He maybe pulled it out for us. Anyway, so one thing we need to consider here is everything we buy from here on out, or a couple of weeks back out, is not necessarily to be used on the farm. So we have to think about, one, the current condition and how much we can buy it for, and then obviously how much we can resell it for, and then how easy it would be to, repaint, get better stickers, if there's any damage to it, how easily that would be fixed, and how much all of that would cost. Now, this is a fairly easy fix, to be honest. I don't see any surface rust. I don't know, can't really see any underneath. The forks or the pegs or whatever they're called, they look fine. Like, obviously paint gone, but it doesn't seem like there's any rust. There's 2 colors, no stickers. It's a really easy touch-up, if you know what I mean. Like, you could potentially even get away without having to repaint the whole thing. We probably would. I would probably have Nick repaint the whole thing, but I mean, I could actually repaint the whole thing if I had some time. So we don't even necessarily have to wait for Nick to be able to do it. And it looks like it's all in good working order. It looks like it's about 3 meter working width, which is fine. And yeah, I'm going to have a quick chat with him. And while or after, I'll just have to check at what we could potentially get for this on a resale value. So we obviously need to figure out how much we can resell it for and what our profit would be. So I'm going to quickly have a chat to him. He said he is home. So I'll knock on the door, have a quick chat, see how much he wants for it. If it's a good price for us, then we'll consider buying. I'll probably have a look at the price right then and there and ask him what he paid for it, etc., etc. And, you know, we can work it out, right? Righto. Let's have a quick chat. All right. So as you can see, I ended up buying it. So I had a quick little look on Google, and these originally sell for about 18, 19 grand. And I'm thinking, I had a quick check on Facebook Marketplace. There aren't any, but on average, the 3-ish meter plows sell for anywhere between, I think the cheapest one I saw was just over 11,000, and I think the most expensive one was about 15,000 for all of them being secondhand. So we could potentially, so I bought it for 3.5. He wanted 3.5 for it. So I was like, yep, cool, happy with that. And which means we could potentially make anywhere between 8 to even 11, 12 grand profit on this, which I think is a great deal, and which is why I bought it, obviously. So we're going to hook it up and we're going to take it to the dealership, make sure it is placed somewhere workable, and then Nick can have a look at it. And, you know, I don't know, maybe, hopefully there is no hidden damage or cracks or anything. And if there is, to be honest, I doubt that it would be in the frame. But if it is in the frame, we just weld it and paint over it. You know, Nick can do all of that fairly easy. And it's not a super mechanical piece of equipment, so it should be a fairly easy fix, even if there are cracks or weaknesses in the structure of the implement. Right, so while we're here, actually, let me have a quick chat to you about Ryan's farm. Right, so everything we see currently on the left and on the right is Ryan's. And these are two, I believe this is probably the biggest field in the area. And it is absolutely massive. We've worked on this field before through the agency, obviously for Ryan, and it is just ridiculous. The next two fields on our right, sorry, I'm driving like an absolute idiot here. The next two fields on our right, this guy's driving like an idiot. These two are also Ryan's. And I mean, that one furthest, not furthest right, but the second one we can see here is bigger than this one, and we've worked on this one before as well, and we've worked actually very early in the since we moved here, was also actually on that farm. I actually want to go down here quickly show you all of his yards, or his yard essentially. And I think this actually goes into the yard, or no, wait, no, I don't think this actually goes into you. Oh, no, it does. Yeah, okay. Remember, there's a wall here. Right, so this is obviously his yard, and most of his implements aren't actually here. He just keeps 2 tractors here currently, and he will be moving all of the stuff we would need on the farm over here. So currently there is the McCormick, which is very nice. We've used that before, which is a lovely tractor. And then the Steyr, the one in the warehouse. I don't know, I should have asked him actually if there's something wrong with the McCormick, because it used to be in the big red barn, but now it seems like it's in the workshop. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's just doing maintenance with it, maybe he's upgrading or changing bulbs or something. I don't know. I should have asked him. I didn't, unfortunately, but I'm sure if there was something drastically wrong, he would have told us. We've actually, yeah, we've done pretty much work on all of these fields for him, which is just insane. And therefore we know it quite well. He pretty much just does grass currently, and therefore it's quite easy. It kind of works for us as well, because we could potentially, I don't want to just take chances, but we could potentially use some of his equipment if we need to, especially if they're nice and big, and it would save time. What I might do is, when I go to Ryan to tell him whether I've decided yes or no, I might ask him if the option is there to use some of his equipment, and if it is, then it might be worth it to say yes. Now, eventually, the hope is that we get so busy on our farm and our business that we don't need or have the time to work on Ryan's farm if we do take the job, if I do take the job. But currently, to be honest, we're doing a lot of stuff for the agency, and it would be kind of nice to not have to do that. You know, oh no, not here. It would be kind of nice to just know that, you know, we're getting X amount every month without having to work for the agency. It can get a little bit, you guys obviously don't experience this or see this in the vlogs, but it can get a little bit stressful. You know, we've not had a contract in a while now, and it gets a bit worrying. And to be honest, the last contract didn't actually pay as much. I think it was, I want to say 7 grand, 6 grand, 7 grand, something like that. Not a lot. And it gets worrying. You know, we've got bills to pay. I've got stuff that I want to achieve. I want to build the sheds or the garages so I can run the business, you know, and not having a good amount of money or knowing exactly when we're getting more money is very stressful. And I don't want to, you know, forever just live in that. For now, it's fine. Like for a couple of years, it's fine. I'm still young. I can do that. But eventually it's going to get to a point where I don't want that stress, you know, especially if I maybe meet a girl and I want to, you know, settle down and have a kid or two of my own, or an entire football team for that matter. And, you know, you never know. I might want that. But for now, obviously, I can still, you know, suck it up, and the stress isn't the end of the world, but I do want to plan for the future. I don't want to just... Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even notice. He actually did our trailer as well. Wow. Oh, Nick, what a dude. I didn't tell him to do the trailer. Wow, that is nice. That's very kind of him. Very, very good. He is, I have to say, very grateful for the opportunity. And, I mean, he uses this now for his own, you know, side business. His own business, essentially. He fixes clients' cars in there and all that good stuff. So that's very good. That is also part of the office, by the way. All right, so we're probably going to put this just in line, really, I think. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Right, probably just put it here. This will kind of work, I think. Doesn't have to be exact. Maybe go a little bit more that way. Yeah, this will work. Okay, cool. Whoa, going the wrong way there. And as you can see, my week away influenced my driving quite a lot. Right, let's lower this and drop it off. Cool, that's all good to go. And I'll put a tag on it quickly. I'll have to go into the office, grab a tag quickly. So how we work here, because me and Nick don't obviously see each other every day, essentially what I do is I've got tags that I just clip on to the implement with what needs to be done to the implement. So for now, I'm just gonna write on a tag and tell him to check it and make sure that there are no damage. And if there is no damage, then repaint it. If there is damage, to give me a call first and we'll assess what needs to be done first, and then we'll carry on. But yeah, I'm gonna quickly grab a tag and put it on so he knows what to do with it, and we can carry on with our day. All right, so tag is put on. Nick will get to that whenever he gets here. He doesn't always make it back in time to do some work. He, you know, obviously has a home and people there that he needs to take care of and spend time with as well. So I've told him, when you can, he doesn't have to come here every day. So I think he does Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, I think, are the days that he does on average pretty much every time. In the evenings from, I think it's 5:30 to like 9, and then when he can on other days he does that. So yeah, I don't know if he's going to be there today. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. That's why we use the tag system. So I don't call him all the time and incessantly bother him with, you need to do this, make sure this is done. It's kind of an easier system, you know. And especially when he's at work, I don't have to then call him or worry about him not getting a message, etc., etc. Whenever he shows up, the tags are they're like neon green, quite bright. You can't really miss them. And the understanding is that we both just, whenever we get there, we just look for tags. If we see a tag, then we do what the tag says or contact each other if we need to at that point. But yeah, I kind of like it. It works really well. It's worked really well so far. Right. Okay, so I think actually, guys, that's going to be the end of this vlog. I need to get some admin done. I want to have a look at a couple more plows, not necessarily actually go look at them, but actually look at them online. There are, I think, 3 more, if I remember correctly, that I kind of bookmarked, favorited, whatever you want to call it, that I'm going to have a quick look at. See if I can set up meetings to go look at those. And there are some other implements on the lists as well that I need to try and figure out whether it's worth actually looking at those. I think what I'm going to do from now on is actually check what the implements are and how much they sell for on average, and you know, maybe ask a little bit more questions before we actually go there. I kind of need to iron out the method of getting equipment, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm sure you guys understand what I mean. Just so I'm not stood in front, like I was stood in front of him, and it was a bit weird. You know, I was like, oh, just give me a sec. I'm just going to quickly Google the implement. And he was like, what the hell? Is this guy an actual farmer? And he doesn't even know the implements. He didn't say that, but his facial expression said it, if you know what I mean. So maybe a little bit of homework before I actually go and look at equipment is probably a good idea. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to make a good list. I'm probably just, I don't know, maybe I don't want to put it up on the wall. That's just going to bother me. And, you know, when I'm sleeping, I'm not just going to keep looking at that. But yeah, I'm going to sit down, have a good look at everything, make a list, and try. And if there's something that I feel like is worth having a look at, I will try and make a meeting, make sure I can go look at it. And I'll take you guys along for that, obviously, if we go look at other implements. That's the word. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I'm very excited. A lot of cool stuff happening. If you have any insight into what to do with Ryan's situation, if I should take the job, then let me know down in the comments. If you think I shouldn't, then also let me know down in the comments. You guys are very often very helpful, and an outside perspective is sometimes the best perspective because there's no emotion, it's just thinking. For me, I really like Ryan. He's a really cool dude. He's helped us out immensely, and I think part of me wanting to say yes is probably related to, you know, that kind of feelings, reciprocating that, you know, helping out and all that stuff. So I want to make the right decision, and the right decision needs to be made without emotions involved. So any input from you guys are much appreciated. I'm going to call Zach as well, ask him what he thinks. I'm going to reach out to friends and ask them. And I know a couple of people that have been or are foremen, and I'll ask them what their opinion is. And, you know, and then if I have any questions, I'll probably have a chat with Ryan, figure out what we actually might get paid, because that's quite important. I didn't tell him anything. I just kind of said, yep, I'll think about it. I didn't tell him I didn't give him any indication that I might say yes, if you know what I mean. And therefore he didn't actually give me accurate numbers. So I should have probably asked him and told him, yes, I'm definitely considering it. Anyway, I'll give him a call and tell him I'm actually considering it. Maybe he'll give me a number that he'll pay me, because that is quite important. So there's a couple of things that needs to happen today. First things first, we need to cut the grass here in this field, and then obviously hedgerow, bale, all of that good stuff. Get all of that done. It doesn't have to all of that happen today, but I want to at least cut it today get the first little bit done. And then the second bit that needs to be done, which is quite important to me, is moving the one notice board or the one advertisement board that we've got at the dealership. So I realized that both boards are actually facing the same street, essentially. And that doesn't make a lot of sense because, to be honest, that's probably one of the quietest streets in town. So we need to, well, I need to move it so that it's, you know, facing the other way as well, the other street as well. I need to look that way. And then we can actually, you know, get a little bit more business that way. So I have figured out what I'm going to put there. I'm going to call it Farmer Marine, self-storage, and so it's going to be two businesses, obviously. So Farmer Marine self-storage and tractor and implements we buy and sell here. Essentially, something like that. Not sure about the format, but I think that's the wording that's going to be on the boards anyway. And I think that'll work well because it'll you know, everyone will understand then. Obviously, actually, I want to do a header first because turning around is going to be an absolute mission. So yeah, we're going to do this word first. Right, anyway, I'm going to quickly get the drone up and then quickly knock this field out with cutting the grass, and then we'll move on to the next job. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
You just move, baby. Move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? You got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby. Take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby. The way you move is moving me. Just move, baby. Move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? You got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby. Take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby. The way you move is moving me. Yeah. The way you move is moving me.
Wow, we have struggled. This is going really, really slow. For some reason, the tractor is just not in a good state. I don't know if it's the cold or what it is, but it is struggling, to be honest. It is really, really struggling today. So, yeah, I didn't quite understand. I might have to let Nick have a look at it. It could just be because the implements need a little bit of greasing and it maybe needs to work a little bit harder. But to be honest, I don't know. It shouldn't struggle this much. But anyway, that's the grass cut. The field is now cut, which is great. It only took about an hour and 30 minutes ish, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. So next I obviously have to do the windrowing, which I'll get to, and then I'll make sure I'll probably take the tractor to, I'll have to do it tonight, to be honest. Take the tractor to the workshop. Nick is there tonight. He's not gotten to the plow yet. Hopefully he'll get that done tonight. And then also have a look at the tractor, just, you know, in case it's, just have a look at it. If there is something wrong with it, at least he will be able to pick it up then. Hopefully there isn't, but there very well could be. Actually, I'm gonna leave this be just a little bit. Give it a little bit of time. Give the tractor a little bit of a rest. Maybe it's because it's too cold. It is quite cold this morning, so I'll just give it a little bit of a rest. in the meantime, I'm going to go show you guys what I need to do with the signs. Like I said, still haven't painted it, but I know exactly what I want to do, what I want to paint on it. I just need to figure out exactly how to kind of format it on the boards. But then also I need to move one of them. So I'll show you in a sec. It does make a lot more sense what I want to do with it. You'll see in a sec. Anyway, I'll drive there. I'll see you guys when I get there. Right, so the plan is essentially this sign here, to move it to the other corner over there. It would make a lot more sense to go over there, just because it can then kind of work on this street, which I feel like is a good idea. I don't know if it'll work on this corner or that corner better. I kind of feel maybe that corner would be better. Alright guys, so I just dropped the front loader off again. The board is all set up, which is really good. I'm very happy with where it is now. It makes a lot more sense in its current position. You will obviously see it in a sec. I also did want to tell you that I spoke to Ryan last night, gave him a call, and said that I am really I'm strongly considering taking the job, essentially, becoming his foreman, at least for the time being. And I did tell him that it will be up until a point where our farm is off of the size or time consuming enough that we just don't have the time to run his farm anymore, because it won't be fair to him, and I still want my farm to be the priority. So there it is, guys. How'd you like that? That's pretty good, isn't it? That looks pretty good, I think. I'm quite happy with that. I also like the analyze and adapt. It was actually so the original sign was essentially like almost like paper wrapping that was just glued onto that, but I guess through it being in the sun over there, the glue just got really like soggy and bad, and it just started peeling off. So I pulled it all off, and there we have it. That's there's a couple of marks on it from where you can see some of the glue if you get close enough, but I tried to touch it up with a little bit of paint and just kind of cover it as much as I could, and I'm quite happy. I think it looks really good. I can't really fault that sign. I'm gonna have a look at that one also. That's I've not moved it, I've not touched it yet, so I think that might do the same. So I'll have a look at doing the same thing with that one. It did cost us a little bit of money. I had to drive to and fro pretty much the whole day. I had to get new posts because the posts that I initially planted it on is now pretty messed up. And they were too short after cutting them off. So I'm going to put the tractor here and make sure Nick understands this is a priority job. And he can have a look. I might actually wait for him, but I'm not sure. I might wait for him. So I might have a look at this board now while I wait for Nick and see if it's the same thing. All right. I was able to do that, actually. It was very quickly. It literally just fell off. As soon as I started pulling on the corners, it just fell off. So I climbed onto the wall and kind of hung up, and yeah, it was easy. I just used the kind of framing to just get to the corners, started pulling, and it just literally just fell off. So binned that. That's really cool. I also just saw Nick drive in. So I'm going to have a quick chat with him, make sure we quickly look at the tractor, and I'll get back to you as soon as we are done. It's going to be a late one tonight, it looks like, depending on how long the tractor takes, but it needs to be done. So I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys. So we were able to find a couple of faults. Well, I say we. Nick found a couple of faults, and he says they are fixed. It seemed to have been a couple connection problems with some tubes and some lines that I have no idea how that might have happened, but at least it's fixed now, so it's at least sorted. I'm gonna not lock the gate because Nick's still here. He needs to repaint and all of that stuff with the he needs to repaint the plow and check it. So he's busy with that, or he's going to be busy with that soon. There it is, the nice new to us plow. And yeah, so very happy with the day's progress. Obviously, moving the sign took a long time, but I do feel like that is a little bit better there. It makes more sense being there than, you know, where it was. It's, I mean, having two signs on the exact same road, literally next to each other, I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea initially. And I mean, if I thought about it, if I thought it through a little bit more when I initially put up the signs and wasn't as excited and let my emotions get the better of me, maybe I would have realized that and saved some time. But it is what it is, you know, we can't really take it back now, so it is fine. It's wow, it really does drive a lot better. Anyway, right, so tomorrow there's a couple of other things that need to happen, right? So first things first, we need to, oh, I need to turn the lights off. So first things first, I need to make sure we actually do the windrowing tomorrow and hopefully the baling as well. So that's something to look forward to. The lettuce needs to be sold. I keep every night I come here and I put them in pallets and all that good stuff, and we are literally like, we're full now. We need to I've still got one pallet left there, so I need to go buy some more. Oh no, there's another one there. So I need to go buy some more pellets. I'll probably put those in there tonight, and then I'll have to go buy some more pellets. But I'll do that off camera because that's a bit boring, and I actually kind of want to wash the tractor, but I can maybe do that. I'll do that after I've done the baling and the wrapping and all that stuff. Otherwise it's just gonna get dirty again tomorrow. Anyway, it is friggin' 20 to 8. I need to get some food in me. I'm absolutely hungry. I'm slightly dehydrated because I have not drunk near enough water today. Actually, I don't think, apart from my glass when I woke up, I don't think I drunk any water. So I need to go get some water and get hydrated and food in me. So I'm going to close the door. I'll probably take a nice warm bath once I've done all of that and just chill out a little bit. It is not warm in here because because I left the door open for pretty much the entire day, and obviously that is not ideal. Anyway, I need to think about finding something else I can put in here, maybe make it a little bit warmer, and, you know, a heater, etc., would be very, very helpful. Anyway, for now, that is going to be the end of this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, don't forget that all of the proceeds from the YouTube channel, once the channel makes money, will go back into the farm and will help us get to a point where, you know, we don't necessarily have to work for Ryan or do anything other than just farm and just love, you know, what we do. Not that I don't enjoy working for other people and working on their fields. It's I just always have that, you know, thing in the back of my mind that this time spent working for somebody else should be time spent improving our farm. But there's only so much we can do, so it is just the way it is for now. It is freezing. As you can see, I got up a little bit later. I got up at the same time, but I am going out a little bit later because it is still quite dark. And I mean, it's not dark, but it's dark. It becomes lighter later, and it is freezing. I don't think my sleeping bag is good enough anymore. I should maybe get some actual bedding. For those of you that don't know, I essentially sleep in a sleeping bag on my bed, and then just roll up and pack away the sleeping bag every night, because I don't like leaving sleeping bags open because of spiders and snakes and all that good stuff. Love crawling into those. So I don't think my sleeping bag is either thick enough or it's just not good enough. I don't know. It was a pretty cheap one, to be honest. Actually, it was an army surplus store one, so it probably wasn't the best. Anyway, so what we're going to do today, at least it's sunny and it is a beautiful day. It did rain a little bit last night, but that should be okay. It's not the end of the world. But essentially what we're going to start with is doing the windrowing quickly and make sure that our field is good to go. so we can bale it and move on with the rest of the jobs that needs to be done. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I am worn, I am weary. Travel far, now retreating. I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. Seen many souls, many holy. Remember their faces and hope. Oh, till we meet again, oh. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Alright guys, that is done, baling done. I think that's about 20 bales if I'm not mistaken. Roughly counting, trying to remember here. We'll count later on the day that we actually load it up. But it's about 20 if I'm not mistaken, which, quick calculation, is 20... 20 times 3.5 is 70? No? Right about there? Let me, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's quite a lot of money. About 20 to 30 grand, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Depending on, obviously, what price we get it for. Ooh, actually, I need to go grab the trailer. And... yeah, need to go grab the trailer. Let me just quickly grab a drink in the cabin, and I'll drive to the trailer, grab that, and then we'll, I'll see you guys then again. All right. Oh yeah. Nick obviously painted and redid the plow. There was nothing wrong with it. Luckily, structurally, it was literally just paint damage, and there wasn't even any rust. So quite happy with that. Very, very happy with that. So we. He painted it, and we put it on for sale for 14 grand. So hopefully we get some interest in the implement soon. I mean, the signs have only been up for a day, and you know, a lot of the adverts have only really been gaining traction over the last couple of days. So we can't expect it to happen immediately, but hopefully soon we start getting some traction. I had a good chat with Orion, and the numbers he gave me I'm quite happy with, and I think I'm going to take that job, to be honest. I think I'm going to become his foreman. It would mean that we are potentially quite busy with what he's doing, but then also that also means we have access to his implements. He says as long as we maintain them at our own cost, we can use that. So, and we've got Nick for that, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. Which means we probably won't be doing much for the agency in the near future, at least. If it gets really quiet, even with the dealership and our farm and Ryan's farm, then yeah, fair enough. Then maybe we'll take some contracts if there are any that fits with what we want to do or what I want to do, learn and experience. But I'm not gonna, you know, guarantee that happens and we actually get to do that a lot. Right, I'm actually going to put all the, I'm just gonna hook this up. And then make sure I load all of the pallets on, I need enough space. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is put it on like this. Nice and straight. There you go. Cool. And I'm going to quickly load all of the pallets onto the trailer. Oh, yeah, that's fine. And then we could potentially go sell it. I think this is a pretty good time to sell it. Maybe not, but I'll have a look, and then I'll call a couple of places, call the farmers market, etc., and ask them what prices they currently offer, and then we'll go deliver that if we need to, or if we want to now. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a sec. Right, so nobody's actually got really good prices right now, so what I think I'm gonna do is actually I took that off, but I still need that. I'm gonna go put this in the shed at the dealership, just because it's a little bit protected there. I'm gonna put some sheets over it, put it in there, and then it should be okay for a couple of weeks, if not a little bit longer. Just, you know, so it's just a bit safer, and you know, we can control the environment a little bit more than here. It's cold enough. The cold isn't the problem. It's the bugs and, you know, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go put it in there. What I might do is convert a part of it into insulated cold storage. I'll have a look if I can find something that I can maybe put a little bit closer. So maybe put here, you know, on the farm rather than at the dealership, just because it's a little bit closer and would mean that we can actually put it all, you know, closer. And we only have to then maybe use the forklift to put it in there instead of using the trailer all the way there, then drive back with the trailer, etc., etc. So I don't want to keep it on the trailer right now. I might keep it on the trailer in the shed for now. But then we'll probably sell the silage before we actually sell the lettuce, from what the farmer John said at the farmer's market. Johnson, sorry, at the farmer's market said. I really suck at names. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I really do struggle with names. But anyway, so yeah, that's the plan. Probably put the trailer in now and just keep it that way. At least it's off the floor. I mean, it is on pallets, so technically speaking it is off the floor anyway, but then it's off the floor even more, and we can put a sail or something over it. which would mean it's a bit safer. And then when the time comes to either sell the bales or sell this, then we'll make that decision when we get there. I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. Right, so this is actually a little bit difficult to get into, so we might actually not put the trailer in here. Let's have a look. So I think we should be able to get into this one. Drive like this. That should be fine. Might have to take the forklift off. I feel like I'll be able to do it. Nope. No, maybe not. Not with a forklift, that's for sure. Right, so I'm going to make an executive decision here. And park the trailer alongside. Don't want to go through the wall there. Park the trailer alongside here. Then I will load it with the forklift, front loader, and the tractor into the shed. It's going to be a lot of maneuvering, but I think it's going to be worth it. It's just a bit better protection from... Ooh, actually, let's do it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna get going with that. I'm gonna get that all done, and then I'll see you guys when I'm all done and everything is on the in the shed, and we're either on our way back to the farm or something else. I might have to move this a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna get going with that, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys. Wow. The tractor front loader thing didn't end up working, so I had to do it all by hand. So essentially I took each box off of the pallets, moved the pallets, put the boxes on. It took forever. What was that, like 3 hours? Something stupid. two and a bit hours. It's just nuts. So yeah, just unnecessarily long process, but I don't think we'll be doing that again. Anyway, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. It had to be done, and now it is done. So non presto, I think that's what they say. I'm going to probably leave the trailer here. Not here, right where it is now, but leave it at the dealership. Just because it makes more sense to be... Actually, no. We're going to be loading the bales soon, so it makes more sense to be at the farm. 100%. So let's just see if I can reverse out of here. Somehow. Right, this should do. Yep, easy day. Right, so I'm gonna drive home. Oh, sorry, just give me a sec. Let me just... Alright, that was a potential client who is gonna come look at the roller. He said he's on his way, and I'm gonna just wait around for him, see if he actually wants that, and then, you know, yeah, hopefully we get to sell it. Our first implement, which would be really cool. He actually found us on Facebook, so clearly means that Facebook is working. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for him, and I'll chat to you guys with hopefully some good news when he's all gone. All right, very good news, guys. As you can see, it is gone. And we are now $9,500 richer. Very, very happy with that. I actually wanted $10,000 for it, and he argued me down to $9,500, which, to be honest, I think is a good deal. It's significantly more than we paid for it. Now, bear in mind, we obviously had to spend some paint on it. But, I mean, what was that? Like $20, $30 worth of, I think it was like $25 for the paint for the whole tub, which we still have some left, by the way, and then the brushes, which we have used on pretty much all of them, and I don't know what the turpentine was. I think we had some of that, or I had some of that. Anyway, that's just a bargain in my opinion. I think that's a good deal. He seemed very happy. He thought it was freaking steal. I think it sounded like he's got 2 more. So this means he's got the full set now. Which, I don't know if he bought the other set from the original purchase or where we bought our original one. But it doesn't really matter. He gave us $9,500 for it, so I'm quite happy. Our first sale, people. Wow. I'm so happy with that. That's very, very successful. It's been a very successful day, to be honest. We've actually got quite a lot done. So yeah, I'm very happy. 9,500, so we're just under 40,000. So which means if we sell the silage, that's going to be about 20,000, which means we're sitting on... Oh, wait, sir, I'm driving. We're sitting on about 60,000. So what I'm trying to calculate here is trying to figure out when we will hopefully be able to buy our next field. We do know there is another property on the opposite side of town there, which is not a field, and we can't use it as a field because it's still in the town bounds, boundary, whatever you call it. But there is also this field, which last time we considered it was $116,000 or $119,000, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't seem to be being used, although it is quite late, so planting season is over, unless they're planting grass, which I think is pretty soon. Anyway, that's besides the point. So this is the goal, to buy that field there, which would be ideal for us. I think that would be absolutely awesome. And I'm just trying to work out how much we, or at what point we'll be able to afford that. Lettuce-wise, I can't remember what we got for it last time. I want to say it was about... I want to say 11,000. So we're sitting then on 70,000, which means we still have some work to do before we can actually achieve that. Or get that. I'm gonna put the forklift right next to it, or the front loader right here, because we don't actually need that now for quite a while until I load the bales, and and then I'll put the tractor back, and then we'll probably call it a day, to be honest. We've done quite a lot. It's been... it might be a shorter vlog. Actually, I don't think it would be, to be honest. We've done quite a lot. Some of it would be time-lapsed. So, I get that. So, it might be a bit shorter. Anyway, that is going to be the end of this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Wish me luck. It is getting cold out here. Luckily, I kept the door closed today, so I should be a bit better off than last night. Last night was absolutely freezing, but the cabin should be a bit warm. Actually, let's feel it. Oh yeah, immediately feel a little bit warmer, which is great. So I'm quite happy with that. Not warm, just warmer. So I should at least be a little bit more comfortable tonight. Anyway, that's going to be it. Have a good one. Love you all, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. See ya.